take this off.
That's it.
And a bar. Take two. And a handle.
Briefing, all production drivers please assemble at the white.
Hey Pearson, if you have any questions regarding the ASCF or what happens at a later date during the course of the week.
Remember to get it, yeah, all right. So just got to for the new 87.
Ben Element on 7, Darren White on 8, Jerry Flood on 9, Kevin Stevens on 10, Paul Egan on 11. We got a green. We are starting off. He's won the 2001 Australian Production Car Championship. Neil, we're underway.
They are loaded for bear and we are underway. This is the countdown, lap for lap, heat for heat. Towards the title at car number 32, it's Bill McCaleb. He is in the lead at the moment. Then car number 74.
Neil, Greg Walling up there high on the outside there, not doing it real great there.
No, he's locked back in there. There's a few cars going out wide. That's where they're going to have to learn to build the racetrack here in Lismore. Local Tommins will come in there. Greg Walling sitting out wide at the moment.
Well, he started off poor. He got badly shuffled there on the start. But I'll tell you what, our race leader, just hung it up on the wall, hauled it in a little deep.
We've just taught him
it back off, and he is in his swamp there. Comes spinning down across the track in front of Harley. The 32 car, McCall, Jim Trouble. Number 14 in the lead now, Berryman.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Oh, look at this. We've got a couple that got together there. One was trying to get off the racetrack and took somebody with him. 14 car in the lead. We've got the 37 of Galley in second. And I think that's Haley up in the third, the XF Falcon. Greg Walling, the hot favourite for tonight, dropped way back into fifth place. Not impressive at all. Not like the sprint racetrack. 53 car.
have the amber lights on.
A bit of smoke. We've got a yellow light.
I think they just want to move that car out of its position over there near the
like
Valvoline timer. So
yeah, he was a little unlucky there, Neil. The car pulling to the infield cleaned him up and took him with him. He didn't want to go to the grass, but got taken there. Be very disappointed about that. We've got a green. We're going to go racing.
Weeks around, 7 laps left in it. 14 car is Dave Berryman. He is in the lead. Coming around.
Yeah, I've been told that Element, as he was shuffled off the racetrack, has been given his position back. He's lost no ground. He's up there alongside Greg Walling, trying to work his way back up through the field. The West Australian champ, Penn Element. And our race leader, Neil Marks, doing it well out the front there. Greg Wallen's got some work ahead of him. Not enjoying these slippy conditions at all.
Yeah, Element got on the inside of him and is now picked him off. Berryman in the lead. He's holding on. Then Michael Haley in car number 98, he certainly is very, very quick. We got told by Wes that he was quick last night.
And
he's now in his second position.
He's shuffled his way up in a second and having a look for the lead.
And a good look at this stage too. 4 laps to go.
Put the pressure on Berryman.
He's stamping himself early in this evening's proceedings.
He wants to keep that left front wheel up off the infield. Though. The count won't, our chief steward won't take too kindly to that. But he's got up underneath him nicely now. And I'll tell you what, he's got that corner. The 14 car of Berryman has charged back into him. And I would say that was Michael Haley's piece of racetrack. And they're still fighting over it, but Haley's got the lead. And I think fair enough too.
The number 37 car has come through. That's Brian Galley. He's now in second position. So Berryman back to third. That's a big shuffle.
Well, it was. Berryman tried to dispute, didn't want him to pass him. He opened the door and let him through. Tried to slam it a little bit hard and cost himself another position. Might have been a little bit better off settling for the second deal.
Yeah, Haley now has 1 lap to go in it, and Berryman has dropped off the pace.
And I'll tell you what,
Element on his tail as
the
well.
West Aussie,
out of the podium position.
Straight up underneath him, and I'll tell you what, he's trying to come back and in and shut the door. I tell you what, don't know about that.
Well, we've got the checkered flag for the first time tonight in the modified production 2001 Australian title.
Heat 1.
And it was Haley who did it. We got told he was here in practice last night.
What about that, Queenslanders? Look at them going down here with the Caboolture Club. Put your hands together, in folks. That was a good drive. Certainly going to be one to watch. I'll have to find out what price he made in the Calcutta. Go out. Neil, they're going to keep them rolling through tonight. We've got a big program. They're going to come at you thick and fast. We're looking for a start. Neil.
We certainly have got them coming round. We're waiting for the green light, the green flag. We have got it. We are underway. 76 car of Jason McKinnell hangs on to that pole line. He has got this underway, but around the outside, number 44, Ed Pearson. He's put the boot right into it. Here comes Bob Walling. Have a look at him. Jason Jolly's on the charge already.
Coming with him.
There'll be some cheering from the Jason Jolly camp. I like that move. Bob Walling in third position. Jason Jolly fifth. Both is happy. But out in the lead is Ed Pearson. Number 44. He's got out a little wide.
Still going up to the loop.
Given the opportunity for the 76 Jason McKinnell to spot himself on the inside. Can he get back? 10 laps to go.
Walling up in a third. Jolly up in a fourth. The local boys. Certainly 2 to watch. Tell you what, Bobby Walling said, I've got this package sorted out. It's going to go well this weekend, and he just might be right.
Well, I tell you what, he's been waiting for it to come together for quite some time in this car. He hasn't had the best of runs. It's been a little delicate at times, I would say. But certainly he's got it powering tonight. Have a look at this. He comes onto the inside.
Half a chance there. Jason Jolly gives him a tickle up.
Jason Jolly
they've got together.
Picks it off the wall. Wouldn't have been an extra coat of paint in that to touch the wall.
I would say not. I don't think Bobby Walling appreciated that bit of a tickle up from Jason Jolly.
See, have a look at the concrete.
Had a big look there.
Jason Jolly now back at the extra spot. We've got the number 11 car.
Pearson still with the lead though, and Bobby Walling gets out of shape big time and onto the grass. Fights back though. He's going to try and hang on to third. They're trying to shut the door on him, and he gets tangled up there. Jolly comes up underneath. Oh, he gives Jolly a bump. Bobby, I tell you what, he's fired up for a big one tonight.
Mate, he is loaded for bear and ready to go.
Well, I'll tell you what, the count will be starting to wave some protest flags at him if he don't settle down. Our chief steward up here for tonight.
The number 44 car is Ed Pearson. He's in the lead. He's holding on quite well. Jason Jolly in third.
I think our race leader's got a problem there too, Neil Marks. I'm just trying to pick it up as he comes by. The 9 car is out of it. That's McDonald.
Number 5, Steve Downs, is that pulling onto the infield as well.
He might be the one with the flat tyre, I think he is. Pearson hanging on to the lead, goes up wide, allows McKinley up on the inside and in the 76 car.
Robbing a bit of paint here tonight.
With 3 laps to go. Oh.
Here goes Bob Walling onto the inside. Have a look at this.
Oh.
And toughing it out through there.
My goodness. Take no prisoners tonight, Neil Mark.
This is unbelievable. What a way to start off the 2
Oh.
Australian title.
And then Bobby drifts wide coming into the main straight. Jason Jolly up into second again.
Jason McKinnell, Jason Jolly, Bob Walling.
This has been the heat of the night.
Ed Pearson's out there. Fantastic stuff. White flag now out for our leader. That is the 76 car of Jason McKinnell, Jason Jolly, Bob Walling. Then the 64 car of Darren Cockrell is in 4th position now. As they bring it on round and take the checkered flag. Oh dear, take a deep
Look
breath.
at this.
Jason Jolly is kept it on the line.
Oh.
Jason Jolly from McKinnell, Bob Walling, and then Cockrell in the 64 car on the roof. A lot of people might be going, hang on, what are we talking about? A lot of difference between the numbers on the sides of the cars and the numbers on the roof. Let me tell you.
My goodness. I'll tell you what.
Bruce,
They're pumped up now.
pass me a Valium.
My goodness. This is just the second heat of the night. Bobby Wall, he's fired up. Jason Jolly's fired up. McAuliffe, he's coming up to lodge a protest, I think. He's not too happy about it all. Cockrell, rather.
Cockrell.
Darren Cockrell. 64, the roof number. Yeah, Darren Cockrell. He's not too happy about what went on out there tonight.
As they say, if you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen.
Well,
And that was a hot
oh yeah.
heat. I tell you what, just take that deep breath, Neil, have a drink of water and settle the nerves down. Bruce, we are fired up tonight, and our next heat is brought to you by Tom Soward Steel Fabrication, aluminium and steel fabrication, truck bodies and bull bars, MIG and TIG welding and repairs. And I'll tell you what, how many bodies of cars.
On the outside, Nolly Gray, Wilson, Jacoby, Mulherron, Jacobson, Purser, Holmes, Ford, Jack, Ramont. Looking for a start this time round. Route number 92, I'm told. Leads them away. Oh, somebody's breaking down bad there, and I think that was Nolly Gray. Oh, he's got a problem right off the line there and been shuffled back. But our race leader, Hoop, has jumped clear off pole. Nolly Gray's been shuffled back.
And it's hot in there.
That's the 29, Greg Ramont, right from the rear of the field up to third. Well, was third, now under a bit of pressure, shuffled back to 5th. That's how quick it happens here. This is very, very close racing. I mean, you could throw a blanket over the top 5, 6.
Side by side, looking to get that 3rd position. 6 laps to go. That'll be car number 33, the Kalula Foods car. And that is Dustin Home. Oh, we've got a couple going sideways here. Bit of action through the fog.
Yeah, I think that's Pearson up on the wall there. He's got a problem. Pearson, I think it is, went up. He's pulling off the racetrack. Jacoby with the lead now, though. Dustin Home up into second. Just pick up the roof number as they come round. We can't go by the door panels. The 54, that's Wilson up into third. They have changed positions. Ramont back to 4th. They have moved around a little bit, Neil Mark.
They have. It's all go here. They've just sorted themselves. There's a little bit of distance between the 1st, 2nd and 3rd. They're spacing themselves out. But what great racing is being put on here tonight. As they come round in past the Valvoline timer, the pressure is on. 2 laps to go now for our leader. That's car number 34, David Jacoby. the 33 car in before that, which is home. Really have put the pace on. Pace on indeed. Challenge coming up here now for third between car number 54 and 29. That's Anthony Wilson in 54. The 29 is Greg Raymond, who's come all the way from the rear of the field. So they're battling it out for third and fourth.
Done a good job, Neil.
Certainly has. Checkered flag now for car number 34. That's David Jacoby. He has taken out this heat. 33 in second position would be Dustin Home. And then that 54 car of Anthony Wilson in third. Another big heat, and we've got the number 19 car that is turning himself around on the line.
Yeah, he just didn't get gnarly grey, didn't get away well. Supposed to be lining up side by side. I think we're going to start this time round. Mills, the one that watches the hot tip.
Terry Layton underway in car number 81. Around the outside though.
Oh, and here comes Mills in the number 10 car. Charges up the inside and into fourth. Certainly won the watch. The 73, Justin Drew with the lead.
The 73 in the lead, that is Justin Drew. Then Chilton, number 16 is there as well.
Layton's back in a third and under pressure from Mills. Mills trying to get up the inside of him. He wriggles his way up into third. Terry Layton relegated to fourth. Stretched out a little bit in this race, Neil. The first time we've had a gap of any description between them.
Yeah, he's really fired away very, very quickly. All the other heats have been very close to straight up. The 23 car, Steve Jordan in second position. I did call him wrong last time round. And
The roof number
car of Trevor Mills in third. He's got moving to catch them up very quickly.
Yeah, race leader Justin Drew got a big lead. Oh, gee, I'm not too sure about the noise levels on that car. They've got a noise meter on the infield. They will be checking it.
Yeah, that's one of the things that would be a little difficult to go through.
Well,
Would be fairly standard.
95 decibels is your noise level.
That car number 73 does sound a little warm.
It's not up to us to judge, folks. They've got noise meters down there. They'll sort it out. It's not up to us. Making comment on it. He's got a hand. He's doing a lead. Justin Drew.
He has the number 23 car in there after him as well. He's not exactly catching him in any great rate of knots. And that is Steve Jordan and the Milton car.
He's from Avalon. He's from Victoria. They do motor at the Avalon Speedway, so it's a quick way around this racetrack too. He's dialed himself in for it. Mills is holding station in third, but not really running them down at all.
No, he's just managing to hold on there. There's no one near him though coming up low behind, so maybe the opportunity to hold the car in being taken.
3 laps to go.
Number 73 car. Very quick. Justin Drew, Jordan, then Mills in 1, 2 and 3. This is the first heat that we've actually seen where the cars have spread out fairly quickly. 2 laps left in it, Bruce.
Been bumper to bumper up till now. The one car has been given a lap flag. Does the right thing. Gives our race leader a little bit of racing room. That's all he's expected to do. He doesn't have to get off the gas and jump on the brake. But if you're being lapped, you're certainly not about to win the race.
Mills, into the wall.
Oh, Mills a little bit unlucky there.
Jeez.
And as he's out of it, he's got a problem with the front end. Well, white flag. What's the call from the Chief Steward? What will be the call?
Yeah.
Now the number 10 on the door panel here, the white and blue car, was being lapped, but our second place getter pushed the point, and look at our race leader, a fair bit of smoke coming out the back of that. Pushed the point up the infield and pushed him. They've declared it by the looks of it.
Yeah, there was only 1 lap left in it. They just come across to take that white flag.
And pushed him across into Mills. So we'll find out what they're going to do there, Neil.
Yeah, we'll have to. That's a very unfortunate incident. So they will clear those off the track, and the action will happen again.
Looking good for a start this time round though, Neil. Ferguson on pole, Pascoe on the outside, and the Rotary jumps clear. Good start for the Rotary. Pascoe on the outside, Ferguson on the inside. Oh, Parkinson thinks sounds dreadful. Carter's got to go around the outside if he wants to go racing. And he's caught in behind Ashley Parkinson.
42 car of Mark Ferguson is now gone around the outside of Pascoe and slightly pulling away from the Rotary. As they shuffle themselves around, there's a lot of cars battling for that third spot at the moment.
Big gaggle of cars together there, Neil.
Coming through the car, 15 of Neville
Mansett in the third.
A little bit of a lead.
Oh.
The number 11 car all over the place. 11 on the body.
63 on the roof number. Glenn Bayfield had a big moment there. Carter's got to go to the outside if he wants to improve on Parkinson. Tell you what, he's moving through the traffic with it, missing and banging Ashley Parkinson. With an ill motor, still doing a good job. He's worked his way up into behind the Rotary, which is now having problems.
We were told that was very quick, but obviously has a fairly major problem.
Well,
Hauled off very shortly.
well, where's Beedman, mate? We've learned not to trust him already. Yeah, as I said, he had a problem with that up in Brisbane the other week, and West thought he'd fixed it, but I guess not.
Obviously not number 42, Mark Ferguson. Started out in continue there.
Right. I tell you what, I'm going to have to bite my tongue again. Ashley Parkinson, with a missing and banging and plane flying out the back, is up the fourth.
And he's got some go forward in the car.
And it seems to be settling down. Another great call by me. I said these things usually don't go away.
Well, it certainly goes better the faster it goes, and he's got to go forward in it. He's making a big effort.
Fergie, though.
Third, but he's got a fighting back there with two cars running side by side. Second and third. He's into fourth position. Looking to get himself into third very, very quickly as the shuffle is done. Ferguson now going to be under an awful lot of pressure. All that to go. The number 8 car is Phil Pottage in second position. And then Australian number 1 of Ashley Parkinson is now into third.
Mate, he's charged through the field.
They are really challenging Ferguson, so whether there's a problem with Ferguson's car or the others have just settled themselves into the groove, we don't know. A lot of pressure now for the number 42 car, Ferguson, who had it all to himself for so long in this lap heat.
A lot of smoke out the back of Parkinson's car at the moment, though, Neil. He's gone for the high line. That's where he's going to have to go if he wants to pass cars. Can't do it all on the inside. And Pottage in second.
He may have come all the way up to third, but I still think there's a problem with the car.
Oh, it doesn't sound right. Pottage up the inside, looking for the way through, leads him into 3 as they go through the members. Ashley Parkinson round the outside. He's going to have a big run, but he's up in the loose stuff. Make the move.
Pottage, Ferguson, and then the number 1 car of Parkinson.
Ferguson takes Parkinson up high on the racetrack. Parkinson doing the hard yards up high. Tries to come back underneath him. Makes the move. Hasn't got the legs down the straight. Fergie shuts the door. The checkered flag comes out.
So it is Pottage, Ferguson and Parkinson. 1, 2 and 3. And Parkinson is going to be very, very quick if he can settle that motor down.
Certainly will.
Give them a round of applause.
Put your hands together for them, folks. They're putting on a great show here.
And that was thanks to City Service Centre.
Phil Pottage takes the win. I don't know what he's got to pull up and complain about. He's won it. Third in that race. It moves the 42 car of Ferguson up with a win, and the Australia won. Ashley Parkinson second.
Well, there you go. The luck is running with him, even if the misfire isn't.
Exactly.
Here we go. We've got ourselves a start. The number 7 car, Jeremy McClure.
Oh, look at the 51 round the outside.
Driven right around in front of a 51, Mac Bennett.
Nice drive there. By Bennett.
Number 2 is the
62 on the roof, Gary Brown up in the second. 7 on the roof, Jeremy McClure relegated to third. Oh, big start there though, by Bennett. On 3, charged straight into the lead. Got the big Ford running hard.
that number 51 car, Max Bennett. I tell you what, you would never lose it in a car park with a bright roof like that. You spot him on the track as well, and when he's out in the lead, it's going to be nice and easy to keep him up there.
Absolutely.
I tell you what, he is on the fly at the moment.
Looking good now.
Number 62 car of Gary Brown, looking quite comfortable. And looking to get underneath him there, just sticking the nose in, testing the territory.
Yeah, Bennett's had a bit of a moment there. Brown stuck his nose in, but pulled out of it, didn't want to drill him. They were warned about that at the driver's meeting.
They'll learn the warning about passing up on the grass as well.
Oh, yeah.
The count will not put up with it.
No passing on the infield. He told them at the driver's briefing. Relegated 2 positions, Pollard, so they'll be behaving themselves.
Seven laps left in it, and it is still the number 5 car.
A little bit of pressure there, a dogfight on for third, Neil. And a heap of smoke out the back of that car running fifth. I'll pick up the number when he comes by.
Yeah, 51, Max Bennett still leading.
Brett Barron's moved up into third, and oh, look at the smoke.
A big cough of smoke.
Yeah, that's the 17 on the roof, Craig Williams. He's got a problem there.
If he keeps blowing smoke like that, he's not going to be going too well in this heat. He's going to give it up very quickly. Oh, he's going to go quickly, and I don't think it's too far away now. This is going to be an expensive one for him.
I would say so. A lot of oil coming out that race car.
4 laps left in it.
It's slowed dramatically.
We still have Max Bennett in the lead. The number 62 car of Gary Brown still has not found a way around him.
He's been there all the entire race now. Trying to find a way through, but
it goes wide, still close to the door before Brown gets the opportunity. The 48 car of Brett Barron just sitting back looking for his opportunity as well.
Yeah, he's there in the wing, waiting to swoop. A little bit of contact getting in now.
Yeah, they're looking to pass on the inside. Nobody at this stage looking to build that track around the outside.
Doesn't want to have a shot. Brown, he's trying to work his way up the inside. Gets up on the grass there. The Chief Steward won't like that, and that's cost him 2 positions. Cost him 2 positions. And he's got a problem. Slow dramatically.
Yeah, he has.
I think he's done a tyre. He's damaged something in the front end of that car. Here, look at the right front wheel.
He got a flat tyre.
No, he's damaged the front end. That right front wheel is about to come off the car.
That's
trying to
not
get
a
off
good
the
look at
racetrack.
all. They have thrown the amber light.
He's trying to get it off the track. So that hit on our race leader didn't do the front suspension any good whatsoever. Not only cost him second, it's cost him any place in this race at all. That's 2 minutes. Didn't make it. Let's have a double check here. We've got 56 Earhart on pole.
25.
Phil Ford is on 2.
We've got Greg Walling out there. We've got Jason Jolly out there.
Jason Jolly on 3. Group number 11.
We've got number 54.
I mean, Greg Walling, rather, number 11. Rather. Sorry, mate.
Wilson is out there.
Group 54. Wilson, he's on 4. Jason Jolly's in there. And the number 8 is Phil Pottage. Pottage is on 5. Jason Jolly, I think it is. And then Pearson. I'll tell you what, we've got a quality field. Lost a couple of them. Jolly straight to the outside. It's going to have a big run. 3 wide. 3 wide, but we've got the yellow. Didn't like the start. Didn't like the start now. Did somebody jump? You'll give them one warning. Now the count told them at the driver's briefing, if you jump once, I'll give you a warning. You jump twice, I'll send you to the rear. I think they want to swap around those 2 positions. Yeah, by my reckoning, Phil and Jason Jolly on 6. Definitely 2 to watch. Earhart's no flat tyre.
Jason Jolly shows his hand. He wants to go 3 wide. That outside's okay for him, he says.
He's not lacking courage. Can he get the drive though? Coming off. That's the trick. He's going to cut himself some racetrack up high. Oh, he's just got a bit of a third, but he's kept on going. That was Wilson that gave him one. Greg Walling, as I called, up into the lead.
Greg Walling, a big move to get himself into the lead.
Going hard.
Pulling away from the pack at this stage.
Oh, yeah, looking good, Walling. Jason Jolly, gaggle of cars in front of him. He's trying to get through. He's worked his way up into fourth now. Pottage, a lot of sparks out of the front of that number 8 car. He's got a problem. I saw a bunch of sparks from that car.
Jason Jolly trying to go around the outside of Pottage. Hasn't had the success yet. Letting Greg Walling.
Pottage is gone.
Keep going.
Pottage is gone. He's out of it.
That puts Jason Jolly up into third position now. Greg Walling. And the number 25 car of Phil Ford. We've got Jason Jolly in third. He goes trying to go around the outside of Phil Ford. Side by side they go past the Lismore Automobile Club building. Drops off the pace. Goes to the inside. Big challenge from Jason Jolly. Outside. Phil Ford has got all the answers at this stage. 7 laps left in it. And it is Greg Walling with a shot to the lead. It is daylight second, Bruce.
Yeah, Jason Jolly will have to get past Ford. He's going to give him another try on the outside. But Ford keeps moving up the racetrack to make it harder and harder for him. Jason's going right up near the wall. Pearson tries to come in underneath. Jason dives back underneath 40. Oh, what a good move. What a good move into second. Jason Jolly, the 22 car. The 25 of Ford in third.
Got his work cut out for him now to chase up that third of a track before he catches Greg Walling.
Oh, he's going to need a yellow light with 4 laps. I can't see him running him down. Oh, had a big moment then, Jason. Trying a little too hard, I think.
In the Big Dipper. 4 laps left in it for our leader. Say about a third of a lap in it.
Oh, big lead, mate. I can't see him running that down with 3 laps to go.
Greg Walling in the earlier heat wasn't that impressive considering he got the big money on him in Calcutta. This time out he is doing fine.
Didn't like the greasy track. Didn't like it that wet, I don't think, Neil. But he's settled down now. Pearson making a move on Ford. Wants third place. Fordy trying to shut the door. Big Ed's going to go for the high line. Then coming back down underneath him. I mean Earhart rather, not Pearson. Sorry, folks. Roof numbers, door numbers. I'm getting a little confused. We did apologise earlier though, Neil, in advance. We covered ourselves, didn't we?
We did. I'm just looking at the back end of the Greg Walling car. Is that a slight haze of blue smoke? He comes past.
Let's hope not.
You just have a quick look, Bruce. You know better than me, but have a look at him.
It is. There's a little bit of smoke out the back of that car as he takes the checkered flag. Let's hope it's nothing too dramatic. Might be just pumping a bit of oil up into the rocket covers. But look at this, Pearson, who was so dominant in the earlier race, just crosses the line now, was nearly lapped by our race winner. Greg Walling, folks, put your hands together for him. Great drive. Looking good for a start this time round. Greg Raymond, group number 29, jumps away clean. Jerry Flood on the outside, hangs in there for second. Group number 7, Jerry McClure moves up into second place. Bobby Walling, number 3, certainly won the watch. Steve Downs in 4th. Walling up the inside, charges through. Downs, he jumps down to shut the door. Bobby said, I don't think so, I'm here. I'm coming through. I'm loaded for bear.
He is on the fly tonight, is Bob Walling.
Oh, Bobby's got out of shape big time.
Working hard, he's got it back under control, but he's lost a few spots.
Oh, yeah, had a moment. Stevie Downs drilled him. Had nowhere to go, put him up on the grass, and Bob's got some hard work out of him now.
He's got to do it again. He started near the rear of the field, so he's back there, so he's do it again. The number 9 car is Darren McDonald in front of him. That is we shouldn't just discount our leader, though. He's clearly pulling away.
Raymond.
Number 29, Greg Raymond.
Big lead, Greg Lamont.
In second. Bloody will be happy with that. Steve Downs in 4. The 32 car of Phil McCaleb, who's pretty quick, and he did start at the rear. Bob Walling starting to pick them off. 7 laps to go. But he's still Raymond in the lead. Bob Walling now up on the number 32 car of Phil McCaleb. McCaleb goes onto the inside of Flood. Floody shuts the door. Downs has gone around the outside. And Bob Walling is going to go right around the outside.
Oh, up in the high line.
Unfortunately, on the high line.
Can't get past McCaleb at this stage. Mate, Bob's got some work ahead of him. But our race leader.
We've got Raymond McClure and Steve Downs in the number 5 car.
And of course, Bobby Walling was in front of Steve Downs, got out of shape. Hero to zero, as they say.
Yeah, and Downs has picked off a couple, including Jerry Flood, who's been picked off by Bob Walling as we speak. 4 laps left in it. Bob is going to have to work hard if he wants to get any further than that. The big chase is on, and Downs is catching up on McClure at the moment. Still 3 laps left in it. Raymond, McClure, Downs, Walling, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Downs a little bit closer to McClure. 2 laps left in it. It's going to be a big effort. Need something to bring them back. Raymond, though, is leading clearly and has done from the start. Fantastic race from Raymond. Only 2 laps to go.
Led from go.
These all-important heats.
Hopefully the woe.
1 lap left in it. We got 1 flag out now. Raymond goes around one of the slower cars.
Big lead here, Neil Marks. I mean, he's marching.
He really is. McClure in second. We've got Downs in third.
Bobby Walling right up on the tail of Steve Downs, up on the inside. Is he going to steal it on the white flag lap? He's done it. Into third, right on the last corner, Bobby Walling. Big finish for Bob.
And he's done it tough. He started from the rear twice, basically.
Certainly did.
So Bob Walling into third in that last minute dash, but you can't take it away from Greg Raymond. Very fast.
Good drive.
Our next heat being brought to you by Hearns Freight Service. Event 13 in the program, the production. 12 laps in it. As they come on around, watch out for Haley. He's in second position at the moment. We're going to go to the inside. 33 car, very, very quick indeed of Dustin Horn.
33 right round there. He's putting in a big run here, and I'll tell you what, Haley's going to have to pull out the stops to run him down now.
It's going to be a big job for him to do it. Good line. He's got plenty of pace. Haley's on a duck on the inside. There's the door closed on him. Those 2 cars are pulling away, first and second. The number 17 car, which had all the oil problem before, has done it again.
Yeah, he's gone.
The 62 car in third position is Gary Brown. Brown quite a way back in third position. It's a great battle for first and second. 33, Dustin Horn.
Bad luck, that's Craig Williams in that car, mate. He's come all the way from Tasmania. He is the Tasmanian champion, not having a great run here tonight. Come a long way for this title. It's bad luck to see him on the infield. But I'll tell you what, Haley is all over the back of Horn, putting all sorts of pressure on him.
Being over the back is one thing, getting past Horn is another.
Well, he's there. Little puff of smoke from the 33 car.
Just a little puff as they back it in there into the finish line turn.
Brown's in third, but a big gap now. I'll tell you what, they've started to open up a bit in this on this racetrack.
Look, we've got side-by-side action now.
Can he get under him? That's the question.
Not this time round. Gave him the big nudge. Got the door handle there. 5 laps left in it. Still, Haley in second position. Going the big challenge.
Should be having a try on the outside. I think, oh, there's sparks again. 33 car, there's a problem there. A lot of sparks on the left front wheel. Don't know what it was.
Hang on for the next one.
I don't know. That left front wheel looks like he's got a problem with that. I think he's got a problem with that. That left front wheel, there's something going on there. Chief Stewart's taking a hard look at it.
Something not right in that car.
Well, I think they're going to be hoping it's a disc rotor. And shedding a little bit of rubbish. And that's a chance for Haley to make a move if he can. But Horn's hanging on.
Horn is
Sparks and all. Oh, there goes the wheel.
We've had the wheel come off.
Yep. But the amazing thing is, it was a right rear. We're watching the left front, and he's lost the right rear, I think.
Go figure.
I mean, we're sitting here having a look at the left front wheel where all the sparks are coming from. And from here, it looks like he's lost the right rear. It is. As they say, go figure. Chief Stewart and I, we're all watching the left front.
No, Haley was in the big challenge.
We got a green, we're going to go racing. Haley, 2 laps to go, in the lead. Backing in hard. Oh, opens up a gap on our second place runner.
Well, it's a 2-lap now. Haley's got it. Haley's coming. Is that what you wanted me to say, was
That's
it?
the one we were going to go for,
Yeah,
mate.
that's the one we're going to go for. McClure in second. Come round for this checkered flag. Long way for the 2-lap man. Harry Brown in second, did I say?
Oh, 18 hangs on.
18 hangs on for the checkered flag.
That's Glenn Truant.
And Truant picked it up, got himself some points.
Put your hands, Haley. Give it up for him. You'll be happy with that. Dustin Horn will be disappointed, but Haley will be happy.
He's out there as well. Matt Pascoe, David Jacobi, David Berryman, Justin Drew, and Norman Henderson. It's all a go-forward crew here. Have a look at them. There's a lot of shuffling going on in this pack. The go-fasters are wanting to get out of the middle of the pack. And he's gone over 53. That is Darren White. Have a look at Parkinson. He is packed in at the moment. Got himself into third. Ducked down on that pole line and passed a couple very quickly. That car has got some go forward in it. The boot in off he goes. But it is Darren White, big L on the bonnet. Number 88 goes out wide. That's David Barbella. He's back into third position. That lets Parkinson into second. The Australian champion wants to hold on to this title. All important. Stanley's dominant on the heat. He certainly has got the car wound up. Have a look at this. Pulls up that front left-hand side. He's now wanting to put pressure on our leader, David White. Darren White, should we say. Darren White bounces sideways. Big shuffle up. Nose goes in. Nose goes in, but doesn't manage to get past by David Parkinson. Ashley Parkinson. Look at the Darren's and David's and the Ashley. Say about tea, but we'll get there. Still holding on. Number 53 car of Darren White. Oh, big challenge coming up now. Parkinson on the inside has to back off. Doesn't want to use the grass for passing. The count will have his say if that gets done. I want to get given a shuffle. Coming up number 73 on the outside. That's Justin Drew. He's got the power to go forward with our Australian title holder Parkinson. 5 laps left to go. There's Drew and Parkinson battle it out. Oh, have a look at the move there. Shut the ball very hard. Darren White almost gives a slingshot opportunity for our leader Parkinson. White has a bit of blue smoke coming out of the back of the car. That doesn't look good. Only a puff. Ooh, it's getting a little stronger. Grandstands. He's got a big bounce up going there through the Flanagan and Sproul turn. Throw a blanket over these leading 3 cars with 3 laps to go. It is Ryan, Parkinson and Drew. 1, 2 and 3. There's a bounce happening there as they go past the NBN stand. We've got White goes out wide. Coughing some blue smoke out the back of that car. Not slowing it down though. 2 laps to go. Yeah, Justin Drew takes the opportunity to go around the outside of the leader of the Australian number 1. Continues going on the outside. Is he going to clip the concrete wall? Just manages to keep off. That was a big move. 1 lap to go. Making an impression. He's still trying on the outside. It's going to be a drag race down to the line. Have a look at this. 3 wide. 1, 2 and 3. It's White. It's Parkinson. And Parkinson gets it, I'm pretty sure, for second, with Justin Drew in third. How close was that, Bruce?
Great race. Put your hands together for them, folks.
Give them a round of applause. And acrylic lettering, sky signs, you name it. If it's a sign, they do it. Al Irwin on pole position.
Oh, he's been swamped now. Right round the outside. Oh, and he's been swamped too. Pick up his route number as he comes past. Another state champion charges into the lead. '72 in Element. Was tipped as one of the drivers to watch here tonight. He's proven that. Charged into the lead. Ben Element. Cockrell up in a second. Big Al's having a bit of trouble. He's about to be swamped. Oh, Big Al, he's not easy to pass. Maxie Bennett, 51. Trying to get around him. It's quick earlier in the night with a very, very bright coloured roof. But he's going to find there's only one place to pass Big Al, and that's round the outside. So look at Ben Element. He's smoking. The West Australian state champ was nominated as one to watch, and he's doing just that. Finding the fast way around this racetrack, and the visitors are finding to get past Big Al, you've got to go around him. Trying to hammer up the inside is not the easiest way to do it with Big Al. He'll hold his line. He'll make you work for it. The 76 car then of McKinnell trying to get up on the outside. Oh, Big Al's gone a little wide. Is he going to let him through? Comes down to shut the door. Big Al slams it again. 51 and 76, doing it hard out there. McKinnell going to go to the outside. Bennett, he's still trying to work his way up the inside. He should take a leaf out of McKinnell's book. And he just drove straight around the outside of Big Al, and Al never touched him. That's where he's going to try running on the racetrack. In the meantime, now our race leader has got 3/4 of a lap lead. Ben Element absolutely blitzing him. Well, it's just a little over half a lap now as he comes past the start-finish line. And second place was going past the Valvoline timer. So that's a pretty fair indication of the distance. Actually, it's more than half a lap. He's actually running down second place. This Ben Element is on fire, the West Australian. He's come down here to win. Maxie Bennett finally got up past Big Al. And there goes the checkered flag. But oh, what a drive. To our race winner, Ben Element, 76. Jason McKinnell. Then 51, Maxie Bennett. Oh, put your hands together for the state champ, Ben Element. The 8 car should be outside him. John Purser, Barron, Stevens, Bing, Galley, Lewis, Ferguson, Gerpert. We'll see how many we got. Carter. Barron go off the line together. Carter hangs on to the lead. Side by side down the back straight. Barron's going to try him on the outside. Puts the move in. Carter hauls it in deep up past the main grandstand. hangs on to the lead. Barron on the outside. Carter drifts up to claim his line. He'll lead him across the first time round. Under plenty of pressure though from Brett Barron. Bing, Gerpert, a couple of good purser. Ones to watch coming through the field. 31, Travis Barron is of course Brett Barron's brother. So we've got the brothers running second and third. 91 car. John Purser, he's out, pulled out early. He's got a problem. Wayne Carter settling down. Had a bad night last night. Tore the rear end out of that race car. His crew's obviously done a great job, and he's back on track, and we got a big move right round the outside of third. Challenge in there. And that's the way to pass on this racetrack. Have a run round the outside. That's Brian Galley up into third now. Splits the brothers.
Yeah, the outside is definitely the place to start building a racetrack here in Lismore. Something that the visitors will learn. Wayne Carter, he's cutting a nice track for himself at the moment, considering that car was torn apart last night. As you say, the crew's done a great job. They've dialed it in perfectly for this particular heat.
Certainly have.
So hopefully they've knocked the bugs out and Wayne Carter can get on with racing. Celebrated, I think, his 25th wedding anniversary during the week as well, so it's been a big week for Wayne.
He has had a big week, mate. LAC club president, they've had a busy 3 months getting it all together. And of course, they've got to put the running of the meeting aside and the running of the club aside and go racing. Oh, Carter gets a bit out of shape. Barron closes in. He wants to settle down, Wayne. He can't be doing that. A lot of smoke out of the 45 car. Neil Lewis.
There's a big cloud above the track at the moment. Wayne Carter
has lost a little bit of ground. Barron
pace.
But then as we speak, Brett Barron has a problem there and loses a bit of ground.
Big opportunity.
3 laps to go.
Missed out for by Barron. 3 laps in at Wayne Carter. He's cruising around at the moment. Doesn't see the car seems to be sitting so comfortably and doesn't look to be doing the pace that it actually is.
Yeah, the 45 car of Neil Lewis, that smoke's getting worse. His problem's not going away. The inside, it stole the win. Oh, good move by Barron.
The Barron has...
Last lap, he'll be delighted with that. Carter eased up just a little, took out a bit of insurance going into turns 1 and 2, and Barron up the inside. Oh, put your hands together for him, folks.
Jason, you're thanking everybody for the fantastic car they gave you.
Yeah, Tony just spent a lot of time over the last couple of weeks, probably a couple of months actually, and the car's just been getting better and better all season. But obviously on the night you've got to have the package as well. It's not working too bad at the moment, but obviously you just got to keep up with it with the changing of the track conditions.
You and Bob had a fantastic tussle in that first heat. A bit of local pride coming into that?
Oh yeah, Bob finally got the thing going. Obviously he just wants to finish on the front, but so does everyone else, and you just got to keep the hammer down.
Now a lot of drivers don't like to talk about who would be their main rival out here. Have you got someone that you think would have to be your ultimate person that could maybe take the title away from you in?
Mate, everyone's a rival.
Absolutely everyone. You're not going to isolate one person that the rest of the crowd should actually, the local guys should learn to hate.
Ask me if I qualify for the feature tomorrow night.
That's a fantastic. But now, of course, you're sponsored by one of the local identities, a man who's well known for his love of Speedway, of course, and he obviously backed you for some time now.
Yeah, John Chan, he's been around Speedway for a long time. He used to look after Paul, my uncle's car. I started working for John in '96. He's backed me up, been with me since day one. But there's obviously Prime Television, Valvoline, Lismore Car Bits, A to Z Auto Dismantlers, Matt Mason Automatics. If I didn't have all of them, it wouldn't have Pat and Roy. If we didn't have them, we probably wouldn't be where we're running now. But like with Tony O'Neill and Danny Smith and Paul O'Neill, Mark, everyone that helps, just cannot thank them enough.
Now, we talked about Paul O'Neill, of course. Have you got any aspirations of getting into the V8 fast car?
Not at the moment, mate. I want to try to do something in production first and we'll go from there.
Paul O'Neill, I've got a funny feeling he's been rather nice about that. I think he's sort of reading you some sort of invitation to let him drive your car.
We wish.
Well, thanks very much for that, and we're really looking forward to some great racing for you early, basically for the rest of the night. Tomorrow's a long day as well, isn't it?
Yes, it is, mate. Just got to get through tonight. We've got one round to go. But still got 2 rounds tomorrow night. You drop your worst, but obviously you want to finish up the front of all of them. If you finish on the front of all of them, you're going to be up in front there. If you can start in the top 5 in the feature, it's probably where you really need to start.
Well, best of luck tomorrow night, and of course back to you guys in the tower.
Darren McDonald on pole. Hang on, I'm looking at the wrong one. Sorry. It is Darren McDonald on pole. I was right.
It is. The number 10 car who had the
we're missing Bobby Walling. That's who's missing out of this lineup. Bobby Walling. He will be disappointed. McDonald. Mills had a rough start earlier in the night, got taken out. Missed his next heat, missed the second round, but he's back with a vengeance in this one. Screaming to the lead. Trevor Mills. Looking good.
He got into a bit of trouble with some traffic before. If you're out in front, you can't get in trouble.
Dustin Horn lost a right rear wheel. In that previous heat, was very disappointed. Did a wheel bearing also on the left front wheel. Obviously carried out the repairs, running a strong second. Horn, Mills in the lead. 32. McAuliffe in third. Darren McDonald back to 4th.
Mills and Horn setting a cracking pace in this.
Certainly are. Mills using all the racetrack. Horn's trying to hold a tighter line but can't get up the track. Gary Brown back in 5th.
Yeah, Mills is
trying to put the pressure on McDonald.
In the 16.23.
Drifting up high on the track. Horn's coming up underneath him, but he keeps his momentum up. He's happy to run up high on the racetrack, Mills.
Right, just looking at the line that Trevor Mills is taking, not scared to be up on that high line, building the racetrack out there. Consider we've just had a bit of work done on this track. It is looking pretty good. Gee, there's some great battles going on back in the pack though on this track.
Well, the 61 cars just give the 63 a tune up, trying to get by him. That's Sean Patterson working over Glenn Bayfield. The only problem, of course, if Mills keeps running that high line, he's running it up there on his own. The cars behind him are throwing loose back up on the track in front of him. But he's happy in that groove. He's not trying to shut the door. He's still on the gas. He said, I'm going to go for it. Run me down if you can.
And they haven't got the pace to do it at the moment. 3 laps to go, and I think he's actually pulling slightly away from the car in second place. That's the number 33 car of Dustin Horn.
He's from Bendigo, Mills.
Oh yes, the old Bendigo connection. We've got a lot of good friends down that way.
About to come up on some lap traffic now with 2 to go. This is where the question, he's got to get past these slower cars. Oh, I'll tell you what, he's got great car control. He's moved from the high line to the low line, straight underneath those 2 slower cars. Gave himself a little bit of breathing space there with Horn. He's got to get through them now. Not going to do it as easy. White flag, 1 to go. 32. McAuliffe, and McAuliffe, I think it is, back in third.
There's the checkered flag.
Oh, and there goes the 33 car again of Dustin Horn.
Oh, big flames underneath.
Oh my goodness. And I'll tell you what, that's not a good sign. That's not a good sign. He's had wretched luck, but at least he finished that 1-0.
He certainly has. He's had a big cough of smoke and then a huge flash of
heat in fine fashion, which suggests he's a little too quick for Floody, but he's in 3. We got a green, we're going to go racing.
Floody and Downs, 1 and 2.
That's where Element's going to have. Comes up underneath Terry Flood, down the back straight past the Valvoline timer. Hauls it in through the main grandstand. Steve Downs claims the lead first time round. Element though up into second.
Watch out for car number 51 as well. Max Bennett, he's been very quick all night. He's round the tail of the field at present though.
Well, we've also got Ashley Parkinson out there, the defending Australian champion, relegated back to 4th. Seems to have got rid of that, missed a bit of a struggle on Colin with the coal manifold. Still playing up a little bit. The drop in temperature has caught a few of them out.
Parkinson is warming up to the action though, but it is Steve Downs who's holding
Stevie
the line.
Downs, then Barron, then Element, then Barron. Brett Barron, that is. The Queenslander. Ben Element from West Australia, and local boy Steve Downs leading the race. Steve Downs, Steve Downs.
Steve Downs has put together some great races during the season.
Certainly has.
Hasn't managed to pick off any of the features at this stage as far as my memory can stretch.
Well,
But
mate,
certainly he's holding his own at the moment.
Mate, he's on a pretty tight budget, does a great job. He's a good driver, but budget's always been a problem. But he's doing a good job. He's holding on to the lead. Element's going to have to go up the high line to go round him if he wants to pass him. Simple as that.
We know the high line's pretty fast after watching our previous winner, Trevor Mills. He ran out there quite successfully all in the last heat.
Well, Ashley Parkinson, he's just not getting it together in this heat. He's a shadow of what he was in the previous race. Max Bennett's all over the back of him there in the 51 car.
Trying to go on the inside. They've got to get used to going around the outside.
Absolutely.
Home of champions, the 100.9 Triple Z FM Lismore Speedway.
Well, there is a racetrack up high. We've seen that earlier. Downs gets a little offline. Elements tries to close in, but can't put it together. Oh, we've got Parkinson relegated a place. I think the move might have been a bit aggressive. I didn't see it all. But when I looked up, the 51 car was Bennett's. Was banging his way through, but Parkinson, it certainly, they said he was having an inconsistent year.
Well, this car certainly has not got the go forward it had in the earlier heat.
Dramatically slowed down. Steve Downs, 3 laps to go. Oh, Element's up the inside of him. This could be the mistake he was looking for, but Downs, he comes down. Downs, he comes in. Downs, he comes back. Shuts the door. Hanging on to the lead. He'll love to win a heat in the title.
That'll make his night.
Certainly will. Closes the door. He's running a pretty tight line. Element's looking for a way past. Millsy ran the high line and was fast, but they don't want to try it up there. Downsy.
Downsy's just...
White flag, and Element's got him. Made the same mistake that Wayne Carter did. Went into turn 1 a bit too tight. Opened the door into 2, and that's led Element through right on the last lap. Then Element storms through in. Element, Downs and Barron. 1, 2, 3.
Steve Downs will be disappointed with his effort.
Oh, Jerry Flood having a big go on the outside of the Australian champ. Go Floody. Good on you, Floody.
Floody's pipped him. He's had a good one.
He'll be wrapped in that. He'll be telling them how he went round the outside of the Aussie champ. Schultz and Haley. No, we've got Schultz there. I'm sorry. Slit there, rather. We got a green and we're going racing. Jason Jolly on pole. Hauls it in hard to 1. Right round the outside though. Having a big challenge there. Jacoby. And we've got 2 of them on the grass. Haley. And I can't pick up the other number. Oh my goodness. They've lost a heap of ground. Jacoby right knocking on the door of the 22 car. Jason Jolly. Steve Jordan, the 23 car. Locked in there to 3rd. Pottage, the number 8, trying to make a run through. Haley, one of the contenders here tonight, had a shocker off the line now, Mark.
Yes, certainly is, but Jason Jolly driving a smooth line at the moment. Jacoby in 2nd position. We got an amber light. We have a problem somewhere on the track.
Can't see it. I think there's a bumper bar is the call. Bumper bar. Turn 1. One of our infield officials jogs over. Been in training for this event.
10 laps in it. Jason Jolly from the front. Jacoby.
2 down, 10 to go.
And Steve Jordan.
Tell you what, Jacoby's no slouch. He's right there, and Jordan.
He'll go to the outside.
And Pottage.
No fear about that.
Right up there with him. Pottage.
Jordan trying to get on the inside of Jacoby. Got the nose in.
What?
Jacoby out wide. Have a look. Side by side they go.
Jason Jolly won't mind that. Earhart's working over Pottage while they're battling with each other. Jason's doing himself up a handy sort of a lead deal.
Oh yeah, he's feeling pretty comfortable in that car at the moment, I would say.
Jacoby's come back. He's hanging on to 2nd. Jordan putting on the pressure. Pottage hanging on to 4th. And I'll tell you what, he's come. Love that stoppage was Haley. He had a lot of work to do. Michael Haley and that stoppage helped him because he'd lost a heap on the start. But he's right there on that freight train. 6 cars, all the miles.
Yes, he's on the back of that 6-car pack, but he's really going to have to work hard because this is a very fast freight train. 7 laps in it. Jason Jolly, Jacoby, Jordan.
Jason Jolly, the engineer, up in front.
Just looking at the style of these cars.
Jason Jolly starting to stretch them a little then now.
He's certainly got the power to get it down under the track tonight. The setup is good.
Got the car working. Jacoby's showing everything he's got at him, but can't run him down. Picked up about a 5 or 6 car lead. We've got about 3 or 4 car lengths in back to Jordan.
Haley's making a move now on the 05 car.
Moves him into the top 5.
That's the 56 car on the
Rib
roof.
number of Erhardt, and he's no slouch. Haley's doing a good job. Still got a lot of fast cars in front of him though.
And he got 3 laps to do any better.
3 to go.
It'll be a tough call, Jason Jolly. We know there's a track out there.
That'll move him up in the points. I think he's at a second. Nails the win here. I don't know how he finished in his first round. Not that great, but picked up points. He finished. 2 to go. But they're not putting the kiss of death on him though. There's still a bit of race left to go.
And there's a couple of slower cars in front of him.
And Jordan's still working over at Jacoby. Haley's still trying to close in on Pottage.
Jordan side by side with Jacoby. Here they come up on a slower car. It's going to be interesting. He makes Jacoby go out wide and manages to pick up second spot. Jason Jolly. Now it's Jordan and Jacoby.
Jordan up in a second. Jason Jolly takes the white flag, takes the checkered flag. Then Jordan, Jacoby, Pottage, and then Haley. That's how they'll finish. Good win to the 22, the local boy, Jason Jolly. One of the fancied favourites here tonight. Put your hands together for him, folks. Put your hands together for the lot of them. They're putting on some great racing for you here tonight. Made it all happen. Great for them to get behind. Spencer. We got a green, we're going to go racing. Cockrell leads them into 1, hangs on to the lead 2, comes out in front on turn 2. German into second. Gaggle of cars for third. There's 3 of them side by side now. Oh, the middle car. Oh, got pinched out, slammed up into the wall. The 97 route number. Bernie Jack was pinched out then.
So lucky.
Up on 2 wheels. There's no room in there. Like he's okay.
Here
He's getting out the race car. Cockrell chips away. Gerpin up in a second. This fight here for third though, it ain't over yet. Third place is still not decided.
Got an amber light.
Yeah, we've got 1 round there in front of the grandstand now.
Can't see from here who it is.
Out of it, we got a green, we're going racing.
Yeah, he got the
Cockrell leads them away again.
Got the black flag because he reversed back out onto the track after spinning out. So, caused the stoppage, backed it out.
Well, thing to do. He's been around long enough, should know better than that.
8 laps left in it. We've got the number 61. Darren Cockrell. He's on the fly.
Gerb at the 36 car, route number we're talking about, folks. Back in second. Still a challenge on here for third though. They still haven't resolved it.
45 car Neil Lewis.
He's got it at the moment, but it's still not all over. Round the outside, big challenge.
Nolly Gray.
Rob Gray, the number 19 on the high line. Doing the hard yard. And in the third. for Johnny Purser. They're going to learn the only way to pass Big Ellis is round the outside. He's tough to get on the inside.
The door will always be shut when you're on the inside. That line's got a little bit of pain to Dal Irwin. Mind you, he's been forced to go a little higher this time.
Well,
Come off second best.
Big L hasn't lifted.
Big L never lifts.
Steve Downs was smart. He brought him in the Calcutta the other night. He figured he'd leave him alone.
4 laps to go, Bruce.
Purser closing in now. Once he's got past Big Al, has made some ground, moves himself up to the 4th.
Cockrell is just pulling away from the pack. He's stretching his lead. 3 laps left in it.
He's got a big lead, hasn't he? Gilbert, Nolly Gray, and John Purser. Two to go.
Nolly Gray will like being up there in the points this time round.
He will.
Serious points as he gets towards the feature tomorrow night. 1 lap in it for our leader, 64. That is Darren Cockrell. And Gephardt, Gray. Something about this blue and silver paint job for 2nd and 3rd.
Second flag. Cockrell takes the win. Gerbert. Whaley crosses the line. Second. Nolly Gray 3rd. And Purser. Neil Lewis. The top 5. Put your hands together for Cockrell though. Very convincing win.
Got 8 out of the 11.
Only got 8. I was just trying to work out who our scratchings were. Barbella's there. Right up the pointy end now. Phil Ford's there and he's up challenging. 3 wide, 3 well locked together now on the back straight now, Mark.
Manstead, Barbella and Phil Ford, 1, 2 and 3.
He's going to lead the first time round.
Manstead goes out a little wide, manages to keep it though. That lead.
Manstead, Barbella. Come round.
Not afraid of the outside line. Number 73 car went pretty wide then, lost a couple of spots.
Justin Drew, that is.
Wasn't overly helpful. Manstead, though, finds it pretty helpful to be exactly where he is on the track.
Well, he's finding the groove around here now. He's starting to run pretty hard now.
The AU Falcon.
Trying to run him down. Phil Ford in 3rd, but under pressure. Was 3rd as I speak.
Barbella holding on to 2nd position. 3rd and 4th, finding it out. Newman in 3rd.
That's Brian Galley, but he still hasn't consolidated. He has now. Justin Drew, he's going to have a try on the outside too. He wants to move up there and get on terms with him. The 88 car though. Barbella just a little wide. Galley up into 2nd now. They're swamping Phil Ford.
Well, that's a big moment there for our leader, and it's cost him. Manstead.
Got a problem. Well, drifted wide. I can't work out what happened there, but
He hit a rut and did a sideways bounce.
Got a problem.
Manstead lost it there as he hit an unattractive bit of the track. Got it better this time around there, but it has cost him. Now in 2nd position. They're coming around, 4 laps to go. It is the Brian Galley.
Started at the back of the field.
Now is at the pointy end.
Worked his way all the way from the rear right up to the pointy end of the racetrack.
Got Galley, Manstead, Phil Ford, 1, 2 and 3. 3 laps still left in it. Number 73 car of Justin Drew. He's into 4th. He's having a great old battle there with Phil Ford. Going to have to get the legs and try to...
Gap now, Neil. He's looking good.
He is, and he's certainly not driving hard in that car. He's got a pretty smooth line around there. He's taken it pretty comfortably and is extending that lead.
That's a quick way around the racetrack to get it nice and smooth.
No need to fight the car.
On the groove and just keep the momentum. He's from Rosedale in Victoria, the VK Commodore. Brian Galley. Comfortable lead, and look, he's on the charge.
Here comes the checkered flag for the leader.
Look at the battle for second, but Galley will take the win. Who's going to get it? Oh,
I think he...
73.
I think he's got it.
Justin Drew, I'd say, got second.
Manstead got third. I'm pretty sure that's the way.
On the line. Good win there, Brian Galley, though, folks. Put your hands together for him. Nice drive from the back of the field. Oh, big moment there. I think that was Hooper. Had a big step. Not a good start at all. Fergie in the lead. Raymond up in the second, challenging. But oh, big charge up the inside there. Wayne Carter. Charges through into the lead. Nice move there by the local. Knows his way around here. He'll be dirty on himself for giving up the win earlier. Greg Raymond though, putting plenty of pressure on. In second. Earlier heat, Carter hadn't led it all the way until turn one. Just a little wide on the white flag lap. Gave away the win. You won't want to do the same again. Raymond all over the back of him. There's a big dice on back there for third. Cars all over the racetrack working hard for third place. Ferguson hanging on to it, but he's being swamped. But Kittle trying to find a way by. He uses all of the racetrack and a bit of the infield. Wayne Carter wants transport. Support. Oh, one of the cars is banging the top of something dreadful. Got a miss and a bang. Suspect it's Jason McKinnell's car. Soldiering on there, but got a dreadful miss. Greg Raymond. Carter won't want to make a mistake. Raymond's right there behind him. Speaking of making a mistake, as I do, Fergie goes a little wide, but comes back and slams the door. Hangs on to third. 53 car. Darren White all over the back of him, but smoke pouring out the back. And he's starting to slow a little bit now. Taking its toll. Carter goes a little wide. Raymond looks up the inside. 3 laps to go. Wayne needs to keep it together. Raymond knocking at the door. Big battle on for third though. They're all over the back of each other there. Fergie's hanging on to it, but he's under all sorts of pressure. Carter, he's under pressure. White. Smoke out the back. Carter hanging on. White flag, 1 to go. Don't let Wayne Carter. Oh no! Gets it a little wrong. Nearly a case of deja vu. Been there, done that, but he's going to hang on this time, I think. Raymond throws everything he's got at him on the last corner. Carter will take the win. Raymond still a battle on for third, but I think it's the 42 car. Ferguson going to take the win. Well, that was a ding-dong battle, Neil Marks.
Certainly was, and I tell you what, you get a totally different angle from it out here, Bruce. I think Wes has had the box seat all night.
Western Australian #1, come over here to contest the title. The title was last year over in Western Australia. How'd you go then?
Yeah, that was kind of a big build-up for us. You know, we got round second that year to Ashley Parkinson, and we qualified 10th the year before in Mildura. So I suppose if you want to keep on getting better and keep on improving, you got to go to these sort of things.
Yeah, great field of cars over here, 63 cars, and you've done all right in the heats tonight.
Yeah, we've had a good run. We've had 2 wins and a 4th tonight, so we're pretty happy with that. And yeah, but it's definitely a good field of cars. There's a lot of really fast cars, so to get those results, we're really stoked.
Yeah, how's it looking for tomorrow night?
Yeah, we've got a good and a bad heat, so we'll just see how things pan out and make a few changes to the car during tomorrow and see how we go.
Gary, I've had a bit of an accident in the heats there, but you seem to patch her up and get going again.
Yeah, that's credit to the boys here, the pit crew. They're the guys that put it all together. I just put the tear-offs on and drive it more or less. They set it up and go from there. We got a bit excited in that first heat, sort of went for the win instead of staying for the second, but he's counting the yips, is there?
It's a full field of cars, like it's sort of up to sort of anybody can sort of take it out tomorrow night.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's very open competition. This very competitive class, and yeah, anyone can do it.
Yeah, how does it sort of you've sort of had a DNF in that heat? How does it sort of place you for tomorrow night?
It'll definitely hurt us a little because we should have finished up the front there, but we can drop our worst heat. So hopefully we'll make that our worst and go like crazy tomorrow night.
Yeah, you weren't doing too bad in the other heats, sort of up the Podium.
Yeah, we got a 2nd and a 4th, so it's not too bad. We came out of 9th to get our 4th, so we got sort of rear of the fields tomorrow night, so we'll see how it goes.
Steve, you were holding your own pretty good there in one of the heats, but unfortunately last lap you just got pipped at the post.
Yeah, Grant, sort of a bit of a driver error there. I was trying to be conservative and sort of blew it there, but I'm pretty happy tonight with the car. We've been having a lot of trouble in the last few race meetings, and then we got it pretty dialed in. The engine seems to be working fine, so all in all I've had quite a good night, and I've actually got to drive it on the trailer for a change. So I'm looking forward to tomorrow night now.
Yeah, it's sort of been doing a bit tough sort of thing over the last few sort of race meetings, but it's good to get it sorted out at the right time.
Yeah, if we can qualify and stay out of trouble, I think like everybody we're in with a good chance.
The car was breaking down in the first heat there, sort of sort of dropped off through that night. Sort of a few problems.
Yeah, we've got a few problems that we're really trying hard to find, but we don't know which way to turn at the moment. It's just a matter of having a look at a few things, and hopefully we can sort her out and get back on the pace.
There's a pretty long way to come to sort of have a bit of disappointment, a bit of engine trouble and whatnot. Think you'll sort it out?
I hope so, because we don't have to break into the esky too early, but we hope to break into the esky pretty later on tomorrow night, and we'll just have to see how we go. We can fix the problem, we should be reasonably on the pace, so just got to try and fix the problem and dial the car in.
Yeah, once you dial in, sort of, how does it look? What are you placed for tomorrow night?
I've got a couple of hard heats tomorrow night. I really need to do well tomorrow night to sort of do any good, so it's if we don't get the car run any good, we'll probably be struggling, but we'll just have to try our best.
He's not on fire, that's just a big cigarette. Yeah, come on. Yeah, up it. Coming back to the I wouldn't give him too much.
Gary, we're just going to get some food.
Hey.
Craig, you come all the way from Tasmania.
Yep.
What's the problem? You're on the trailer.
Yeah, she's melted the piston.
Oh,
internal.
Yeah.
Yep.
You, how are you going up till then?
Not too bad. Got a fifth in one heat, and in the next heat she blew, so not too good at all.
A long way to travel for first night.
Yeah. Oh, we travel every year, so got to be here to win it. So.
You've had a good time on the trip?
Yeah, had a good time.
Oh, that's good.
Yep.
And you were going all right till then. You would have been in the final, you reckon?
Yep. Yeah, we would have made the final. Yep.
Okay, Dave, you're here. You're the current New South Wales champion. How's it going?
Up to date, pretty good, mate. It's a dicky situation as the racing is concerned because the track really lends itself to, put it this way, anybody can have a good race and win tonight.
Yeah.
So anybody's race.
And how are you going up till this stage in the event?
We're having a bit of problems with steering and other things, but we'll get there one way or another. The car's going pretty good.
And you hope it won't only be New South Wales one on there, it'll be Australia one after the end of the night?
We all like to wish or think that, but you can only hope.
Well, that's good, Dave. You have a good night tonight and we'll let you get going.
Thanks, mate. Thanks.
G'day Ben, how you going? Welcome to Lismore.
Thanks very much, mate. It's great to be here. It's an awesome crowd, heaps of cars. It's going to be great.
And how's things going after your practice night and the first night's racing?
Yeah, no, we're very happy after the first night. We qualified second so far, and we got a pretty good draw for this last couple of heats, so things are looking good.
You come from a long way away to race. Is it worth doing all the travel?
Yeah, we ran second last year. We lost it with 2 laps to go, you know, so really disappointed after that. So just to get back here and give it another shot, so it's going to be huge.
Well, that's good. You're up there with the money at the moment, Ben, and all the best for tonight.
Yeah, thanks a lot, mate. It's just great to be here and great to be a part of this. Thanks a lot.
Ashley, welcome to Lismore. How's things going after the first night qualifying?
Yeah, we had a lot of problems last night. We've been on a dyno today. Hopefully we've fixed a few problems, and yeah, we'll just give it a go and see if we can give it a good shake.
You travelled a long way to be here, and you did the defending champion. How do you chase your chances for tonight?
Well, the way my luck's gone so far, not too good, but if we can get it right and get some sort of a good setup, anything can happen, and we'll be in there trying our best.
And is all the travelling worth travelling around Australia just to chase this elusive number one?
It's definitely worth it, because we've got the cream of the crop from Australia everywhere, you know, like you come here and you race for the best, and that's what it's all about, and it's a real good turnout, real good race, and it's good for everybody, good for the spectators, good for everyone.
Not a problem, Ashley. Have a good night tonight.
Thank you.
Okay, Jason, you're on the last night of the Australian title. How's your chances going to go? Oh, mate, we had a good run last night. Had a really good run through the heats. The car's performing well. No damage. The racing's good. The track's good. We still got 2 rounds tonight to go. We're just suck it at sea. Yeah, you said you got no damage. You got no other problems with the car at all? No, the car's performing well at the moment. Tony's done a lot of work, and it's really at the top at the moment. So hopefully on last night's performances we can do the same again tonight. The rest of the opposition, it's the cream of the crop out there. Mate, it is cream of the crop at the moment. I don't think, I think everyone's a threat. There's not one person that you could discount, and I suppose at the end of lap 40 we'll know who the winner is. Well, Jason, you're on top at the moment. All the best for tonight. Thanks, mate. What about? Yeah, okay. Right. K1 at Lismore hopefuls here. Wayne Carter has had a great season in Lismore. 9th highest qualifier after the first night. How's things going, Wayne?
After the first night we had a bad crash, but we worked late that night. We fixed the car up, but we were going to be here for the end of the night.
No other problems with the car, Wayne? Everything's all right? It looks pretty straight and smick at the moment?
Oh yeah, credit to the crew. Like the boys done a good job. I don't do much to them, but the boys done a good job for me.
And it's great to have a turnout like it is, the cream of the crop out here, as they say.
Yeah, it's one of the best feel you'll get. But like, you know, it's a credit to the club who done all the work. You know, like I'm the president, but you know, it makes it help with a lot of people help us as well.
Yeah, they're as they say, it's the it looks like the best roll up of cars to division anywhere in Australia, and it's all happened at Lismore.
Yeah, you won't get no other section got this many cars. It's about the best you'll get.
All right, Wayne, all the best for tonight.
Thank you, Kerry.
It's all right, Bob. Probably not a good question at the time. Bob had a few problems with fuel last night, and it's out their chances, and it's a big occasion for them this weekend. And any of us can make these hiccups, but that was one round in the heat. We've still got another big round to go tonight, Bob. Bob, fans, I want you to put your hands together for Bobby Wall, and Bob's been an icon here at Lismore. Put a tremendous amount into the club, tremendous amount into the motorsport. Bob and I have had our ups and downs, but there's no denying he's had a tremendous influence on the sport here. A big round of applause. We're going to put Bobby in the ute, I think. Send Bobby round. And I'd like you all to show some appreciation for Bob as he goes around. Thank you. Back titles, that's it.
Yeah, we've come all the way from down in Victoria. We travelled up, there's a fair few Victorians travelled up, and a lot of people travel from a lot of distances, which make these events so good. And when the cream of the crop comes from everywhere over Australia racing in one spot, you usually put on some good racing, and that's hopefully what we can do tonight.
Fancy chances?
We've had a lot of troubles with the car. I just have so many dramas. I've got to thank the boys from Jaeger Performance. They put my car on the dyno for me today, and did a bit of a screaming lap down some back street, and hopefully we'll be all right.
Good on you. Folks, put your hands together for Bob as he comes round. The Australian champion here, Ashley Parkinson, here to defend his title in the John Chan Holden 2001 Australian Modified Productions Cadet Car Championship. On sale. Photos for sale, videotapes for sale of the whole program. Mate, we'll cross back to you in the tower for the call.
We are underway, Bruce. Thanks very much. Yes, 12 laps. This is the Heat 19. As one gets hooked up on the wall, that is car number 44, Ed Pearson, is coming into turn one. We've got an amber light on already. They're not happy with the start. And we will get them back lined up, ready to roll again, and not the best way to start out. Speedway.
Getting ready for start this time round, I think, Neil.
We are. We've got the lights out. We're waiting for the green. As they come across the line, we go racing. Greg Walling in the number 11 car. Boot in, slides wide, and is pulling away from the pack already. That's Graham Gerhardt in the 56 car in second position. At Nolik Gray in third. Steve Downs in fourth. They start sorting themselves out in the pack, and he's still a little greasy. These cars, they've got the opportunity of being able to build their own racetrack. Some will go out wide. They'll realise that there will be a track out there. Keeping off the pole line is the trick at this stage. Have a look at Greg Walling. He's building his own track. We've got a couple gone round in front of the main grandstand. That's Nolly Gray. I can't see who the other car is there that's involved. good some damage. That'll need to be fixed very, very quickly. The heats are coming thick and fast for all drivers tonight. Bringing it round at a steady pace. That needs to be the way. Everybody gets the opportunity. They come across the start-finish line. The light will go on. Pace builds up. Greg Walling. Then the number 56 car of Graham Earhart. Steve Downs in 5. Steve Downs. Greg Walling's had the gone out wide, lost the traction. He's now back into 3rd position. So we've got Earhart, Downs, Greg Walling, then the number 44 car of Ed Pearson. 32 of Phil McCaleb is up there as well. These cars are honking. They are out there, aimed and loaded for bear. It is Earhart in the 56 car. It is going to be hard to make passing moves these early laps in these early heats. But it is the driver that goes and, as Bruce said, drives aggressively, probably builds themselves a bit of a racetrack out wide that can make that opportunity as opposed to waiting for that opportunity. Pearson goes out wide, stays out wide in front of the tower here. 7 laps to go. He's testing it out there. Lost a little bit of pace. That's to be thought of at this particular stage. Maybe making an opportunity for him to pass. Downs goes out a little wide. Walling sticks his nose in underneath, has the door closed on him. 6 laps still. It's Earhart, Steve Downs, Greg Walling. In 1, 2 and 3.
Side by side they go across turn 1 there. Downs has got his nose up the inside. Earhart. Here comes Walling. Big move down inside. No gripper he was though. Falls back to 3rd.
He just needs to take that opportunity when they come through, but the door being closed fairly quickly by Downs when Greg Walling tries to put the nose in. The nose going into the 44 car. That is Ed Pearson trying to get on the inside of Greg Walling. Greg Walling won't want to drop back any other positions.
Well, he's trying real hard there. He's up underneath Downs. He's trying to get his way through. Downs is coming down to close the door, but Greg's in there. He's got his nose up. And I'll tell you what, I don't think the 56 car of Earhart, he's off the pace a little bit, and Walling through. What a move!
That was a fantastic move. He stayed right on the inside, got his nose on the inside of Downs. Got it on the inside of Earhart. Downs way wide.
The thing of it was there, Neil, Earhart had started to tighten up a little bit, and that was getting the freight train jamming up behind him. Greg Walling, he's got to keep the foot down, drive this race car hard.
1 lap to go, Bruce. It is a fantastic move that got him out in front. Now he's got clear air. He's got the car that's got the pace, and he'll bring it round with a checkered flag. He's got half a lap for the first checkered flag of the evening. Lismore Car Carriers, heat 19 of the production cars 2001 championship. It is Brett Walling who takes the checkered flag. It is Ed Peterson and then the 56 car of McCaleb. No, 56 car was being driven by Graham Earhart, should I say, in 3rd.
Yeah, mate, great race. Great race. Put your hands together for Greg Walling. Had a bit of everything in it.
Coming round, lights out, getting ready for a green. McDonald in the number 9 car on pole position, 31, throws the tail out, ends up in 3rd position. Number 5 on the door, looking for the roof number in 2nd position. So it's the roof numbers that are important as far as car identification. That's 54, Anthony Wilson in 2nd position behind Darren McDonald in car number 9. So Anthony Wilson into the lead now. Look out for the number 10 car. I said he was Mr. Excitement last night. Trevor Mills, very quick. He's already up into 10. The Barron in car number 31. Travis Barron. But Mills out of Bendigo, Victoria. He's come a long way. He's come a long way to win. So it's 54, Anthony Wilson, Trevor Mills. Running against McDonald. In third position, these two front runners really thrown out the challenge. Barron is in third position, should I say. Also look out for Ben Ellerman in this race. He's another one who was travelling very, very quickly last night. But certainly the cars have been tweaked. Element now in the car number 72 is in fourth position. Bit of a challenge going on there for third and fourth. So we've got two great races within this one. Mills right on the tail of the 54 car of Anthony Wilson. Wilson will not want to put a foot wrong. In the other battle, Element has just dropped off the pace just a fraction. Went a little wide, washed off some speed. A little bit of smoke coming out of the back of the 54 car. Hopefully that's only a bit of a tyre. 5 laps in it. Shouldn't cause him any problem. We'll keep our eye on it. But it is Trevor Mills on the back of the Wilson car. Looking for the opportunity. Element still waiting for his opportunity as well. In behind the Barron in car number 31. Travis Barron in third. Element ducks to the inside. The door is closed. 3 laps to go. Mills just drops off in the car number 10. Just a little slower. Looking to go out a little wider. Hoping to build a racetrack out there. The laps counting down. That has given Wilson, our leader, the opportunity in 54. Just a little bit further ahead. 2 laps to go for our leaders, and they are a long way ahead of the third and fourth place getters. Element goes on the inside. The door is slammed, and the door is slammed, touching the panel of the Element car. The white flag out for our leader. The leader, and pulling away from Wilson, from Mills, should I say, is Wilson. Checkered flag for Wilson. Mills. Coming over the line in third position. Who will it be? Side by side they go. But it is the Barron, Travis Barron. An Element in 4. Oh, and we've had one car. I think the radiator has gone very quickly. The car 45, Neil Lewis. 3 is Steve Jordan. The way they should be lining up. We are underway as we keep this racing coming. There's a gaggle of cars into turn 1. Through turn 2, they are still bunched up. No one's getting away. No one is managing to pull away from the pack. Just slightly being unsettled there. Car number 62 pulling away. That's Gary Brown. Gary Brown, but he's not getting too far away. They back themselves in. We've got Purser in 91. Then Podium in the 8th car in third position. 64, David Cockrell is in 4. There's 4 very quick drivers from last night. Watch out for Haley as well. He's coming through the pack. 91 car of Purser. Backs it in deep. Go out wide, testing the track out there with 9 laps to go. But it is Gary Brown who's leading the 62 car, 2 on the side. There is some awesome pace here with these cars tonight. Do or die time. They've got to get themselves the best position for the feature. This is what it's all about, racking up the points, keeping the car together. Testing everything of your skill, the skill of your team, making sure everything is set.
Now we've got one on the wall down there.
That's the 91 car of Joe Purser.
Got to back off. The race car looks okay.
Didn't do him that well in the positioning of things though. We've got Pottage now in second position.
Yeah, Pottage was fast last night, but Brown out the front is absolutely smoking them.
tell you what, somebody's done pretty well. Steve Jordan's now in third position. He started rear of the field.
Yeah, well, he was fast last night, but I'll tell you what, Brownie's crew's done their homework on that race car, and he is delivering the mail tonight.
The setup is great. Brown is just having an absolute perler of a heat. If this is his first time out tonight, he's going to be happy. He's going to go back and shake every hand he can find.
Certainly will.
Well, taking them for the setup for this particular event.
Mate, Justin Drew was in the top 3 on 87 after. Oh, we've got one off the racetrack almost over there, Neil. It's a bit of a moment.
We've got Haley's pulled onto the infield as well. That's not good for him.
Well, that was another one of our top point scorers in the top 5 last night, Michael Haley. Bit of a bark with the 73 car though, isn't there, Justin Drew?
Certainly is. But have a look at this man out in front. He is just honking. Absolutely honking.
Yep.
That's Gary Brown.
Brownie doing a nice job there, mate.
Has not put a foot wrong from the start of the race. He is just driving so smoothly around this track. Cars are finding some wide out wide, which is good. 1 lap left in it. Well, checkered flag coming out now for our leader. Gary Brown takes the checkered flag, Pontage in second. And then the 23 car of Steve Jordan third. In the Truck Right Driving School heat for the production cars.
I'll tell you. Event 4 on your program, Matt Mason Automatics. Matt Mason, your proprietor. Elliott Road South, Lismore. Jump away, a little bit of a gaggle going through. Jason Jolly, top point scorer from last night. Certainly one to watch tonight. Up through the field. Race cars up, battling hard back there in third. Leading them round though is Sid Whittaker. We did call him last night as Darren White. That's what we had in the program. You might want to correct George. It is Sid Whittaker driving that car. The 53 roof number in the lead. Whittaker, not Darren White as in your program. Andy Gerpen up into second place. The 76 car driven by Jason McKinnell in third, but under pressure from the local boys. Jason Jolly in the John Chant Holden. Number 22 Commodore. Got a lot on the line here tonight. Sponsored by his boss. He'd certainly like to take out the win, but he doesn't want to tear up the race car. He's leading on the points at the moment. No point in tearing the wheels off this thing. They shut the door on him. He's going to have to try and find a bit of racetrack up high. McKinnell trying to put a little bit of pressure on Gertman in second. But our race leader, Sid Whittaker, just absolutely bowling with this. They tell me Darren White's up in the stands, been doing a big night sitting up there last night. We had him out here racing. Jolly still trying to find a way past. Puts his nose in. Big Al making him work hard at the back of the pack there, the 87 car.
Al's not the easiest man in the world to pass, and any local can tell you that.
Well, that's a fact. He'll hold his line. If you want to go, you're going to have to go round him. You try and ram your way underneath him, you've got a job in front of you, Marksy.
Yep, the locals know it. The visitors are finding it out.
Certainly.
Jason Jolly looking for that opportunity for the 36 car. Andy Gepper.
4 laps to go. Jason wants to move up. He's going to have to try a little shot on the high line, but I don't think there's enough drive out there at the moment. Surprises me. As I speak, he moves up a little up the racetrack, finds a bit of drive. Gives Gerpert a little bit of a nuzzle there. Lets him know he's there, puts the pressure on him. Trying to force him into error. But McKinnell holds his line in second. Oh, I think we're going to lose a muffler off the 51 car. A little bit loud there.
Something sounded a bit on the loud side.
Max Bennett. 1 lap to go. White flags out for our race leader, Sid Whittaker. Oh yeah, I think they'll be the noise flag will be shown there. The race leader comes round. Whittaker, the 53 car, takes the win. 76 for Kennel. And into third for Jason Jolly all over his back bumper bar.
Yeah, could hardly split those two in third and fourth. Ooh.
A little fumey now.
That's it.
We're in the starter's hands now. Yellow lights are out and we've got a start. Parkinson on pole. Robert White, Bobby White up into two. Walling won the watch in the number 3 car. His swan song at Lismore. Parkinson had the car dyno tuned locally. Was talking to him in the pit and they were just saying the difference between Victoria and here. The thing was running so lean last night and they think they've got it pretty close. Watching him go around at the moment, feel like they've got it real close.
Very close indeed. Have a look at him. He's just pulling away from the pack. And this is not a shabby pack to pull away from.
Barbara in second.
29 car goes out pretty wide. And that was the
29 car. Sorry, mate. You've lost me. Oh, big gaggle of cars down here coming into the main straight. You're not having a great weekend at all, Bobby. But Ashley Parkinson, looks like his problems have started to clear up for him. He's looking good as he jumps away. Barbara in behind him.
Bobby was starting to come through from the back of the pack already. Picked off one. Here he comes.
Robert White, Jerry Flood, Raymond 3 wide as they come into the main grid. Oh! Raymond. Oh, got up on the roof big time there. Went up against the safety fence.
Red light, everybody stops.
Should come to a complete halt, those cars. That guy rolling around on the racetrack will be disqualified if he doesn't come to an immediate stop. Car number 6 is still circulating under a full red light.
We of course have got Wes out there. But we will wait and see. Of course, the safety fence has done its job. Here comes the ambulance. That is why we need complete stop of these cars. On a red light, by the sound of the crowd, I would say that he is out of the car. Wes, are you there?
Outside, they will check him out.
The car is extensively damaged. I know you haven't had a chance to look at it. You've just jumped straight out. What are your chances of making the final?
Who knows? Don't know.
Are the guys back in the pit are going to get some tools ready to go? You're going to allow to try to get it ready?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Folks, put your hands together for him. He's walked out of a rather large turnover.
Ready for a start. We've got a quick Parkinson in the turn 1. Barbella in behind and Bobby Walling storms up into third place. Put pressure on our second place getter. Looking for a way up the inside. Opens the door a little bit. Barbella moves aside. Well, after move aside. Walling into the second. He'll want to win in this heat to make up for his bad one. Bloody getting a little bit of a two-step there with the 82 car. I think it is Tony Hanley at the back of the field now.
And this is absolutely incredible stuff. We've got Bob Walling on the chase. He wants to see how his car is going to perform up against the current Australian champion, who's been very quick all weekend. This is a good opportunity with him with 6 laps to go to test his car against that of the champion. And at the moment, it's performing pretty darn well.
Yeah, well, Parkinson's looking good out in front there. Bob's car's looking nice and smooth, looking very tidy, but Parkinson's holding, I'd say, about an 8-car lead and hanging on to it. 8 to 10 car lead, actually.
Yeah, I would say so. It's in it now, Bruce. And yeah, I would say, in fact, that Parkinson maybe even pulling away slowly.
Yeah, I think he's stretching him, yeah. That's Jerry Flood.
Sorry, Floody.
Yeah, Floody's got a problem. I think he's just rolling around looking for the finish or away off the racetrack. Parkinson now, handy sort of a lead.
Yeah,
But-
Pauling has caught up on him.
Yeah, Bobby took a bit back off him. Barbella in third.
Yeah, Barbella. The one that went out to the wide and gave Bob Walling the opportunity. Now the opportunity with 2 laps to go.
He's running him down. He's starting to take a little bit off him. But I think with 2 laps, we're going to need a big moment by our race leader for Bob to get up on terms with him.
Yeah, but this will be the way he can test his car. He'll be able to see what sort of pace he's got in comparison to the champion. Champion is now running hot after having a dyno work done during the day.
White flag. Well, I think Bobby knows he's got the package. I think Parkinson will be more interested in his race speed around Lismore. I think Bobby's been around here enough. But Parkinson's going to take the win. Walling second. Barbella third. Hanley in the fourth, and Jerry Flood will be officially fifth. Those hands will pick them up as they come around. Phil Ford on pole, hands on the gas. Barron nails the big one round the outside, looking for the lead. 2 by 2 they go through into turn 2. Down past the Valvoline timer. Barron stretches them out, grabs the lead. Carter up into third. Ford in second. McClure in fourth.
Just look at this battle at the rear end of the field. They are going for it as well. This
Absolutely.
is one very quick pack of cars. Leon Chapman out there. Single file at the moment. Opportunities are going to become few and far between for these cars. They will be taken very quickly. Wayne Carter looking to stick his nose on the inside. Wants to pick up that second position from Phil Ford, and he can chase down Travis Barron.
Yeah, Carter will want to improve on his points. He didn't do too bad last night, but he'd want to. He's in the 77s. He's sort of just. He's up there in the top 10 after last night. We've got one on the infield, Neil. That's 97's the panel number.
Here's Bernie Jack.
Bernie Jack.
He was the one who got up on 2 wheels around in here at the tower last night. This is actually not Travis Barron. I got my Barron mixed up. This is Brett Barron.
Wes, what's the problem with Bernie Jack down there, mate?
Broke the diff in the car. Put a new diff in this afternoon. It's now broken it. He's got a very sad face inside that car.
Bad luck for Bernie Jack. In the meantime, Carter works his way up into second place. He'll set sail after Barron now.
Wayne Carter very quick around this home track. It's Brett Barron in the lead though with about 5, I'd say, 5, maybe 6 cars left. 5 laps left in it.
E.L. Falcon, he's from Kingaroy, Barron. His brother's down here. Barbella's his brother-in-law. Very much a family affair. Carter, of course. Carter, of course, a local boy.
Sponsored by Wants Transport. 4 laps left in it.
In the Commodore, the VR Commodore, Carter. In second, Phil Ford.
He's making small indentations on the lead of Brett Barron, but only small ones. Barron pulling away again as they go through the Lismore Automobile Club. These cars are fairly equally matched at this stage.
They are at that. The Cortina of Ford, he's dropped back off the pace just a little bit. He's under a little bit of pressure now from the number 7 car.
Yeah, that's Jeremy McClure.
2 laps to go. Carter's going to need a moment. He's there. He's a chance. But Barron's got to make a mistake and open the door for him. But then again, Carter did that last night in one of his heats, Neil.
Yep, he was leading it. Just had a brain explosion for a fraction of a second.
Checkered flag this time round, though. Barron looks like he's going to hang on. Barron, Carter, Ford, he just hangs on from McClure.
And that's the way they finished. That was our event 6 of the program. Heat 24.
Comes around. You'll see before we will. Yeah, Wilson leads him around.
The 81 car of Terry Layton is out there.
He's off too.
Ailey is out there as he tries to duck on the inside. Uses a bit of grass to get there. He's now in 3rd position.
Ed Pearson's relegated one spot there.
Number 36 car, Andy Geppert. He's got the Falcon. 44
Pearson's
gets
having some big problems there, mate.
That's Ed Pearson, yeah, big problem.
Sean Patterson in behind him.
And Gary Brown.
And then Gary Brown, an earlier race winner.
Gary Brown's got some work ahead of him. He's very quick though. He's got 10 laps to get himself up to Mighty End. He's been a quick driver all night and last night as well. The 54 car though is Anthony Wilson. I think he's previous heat out. So
Tony Wilson, he's quick. He's got Haley right in behind him. Brown, he's got some work to do. He's got to get past Pearson. And Pearson's got a problem. The right rear of that car's laying down something dramatic. Don't know what it is, but it's not sitting down well at all.
Oh, he's sitting very low, making it very, very hard for Gary Brown to get past.
Well, he's got a... That's right down in the right rear suspension. He's lost the spring or he's had some sort of a problem with that race car. It looks dreadful at the moment. Brown has just got to have a shot on the outside or try to get him going into one or coming out of two. But back with our race leader, he's under pressure from Haley. Wilson. Haley turning up a little bit. Could I say coming like a comet now?
Oh, there goes the Haley Comet joke again.
Oh.
2 nights in a row he's dragged that one.
Couldn't help himself.
I tell you what though, Wilson is not giving him any opportunity. He's picking the right line. He's going to go way wide on the outside if he wants to pass him. There's no room on the inside. Mind you, getting very tight.
Well,
trying to stick to that pole line.
Andy Gerpert, a long way back in third. More than the length of the straightaway now.
Gary Brown's not having a good time in this one. He's been very quick last night and so far tonight, but he's stuck near the rear of the field.
Well, he spent a lot of time getting past Pearson. He really needed a stoppage. I'll tell you what, the man that doesn't need a stoppage is our race leader, Tony Wilson.
Coming up on a slower car now. This is going to make it interesting. He's going to drive straight around and get that opportunity. Or the Haley car will do it for him. No, they're going to look to the inside. They're going to try that inside line. Going to come round for the white flag.
Got to make a move on that lap car. He can't sit there. Haley was going to try to duck back underneath, but that didn't pay dividends at all. Wilson comes up to take the checkered flag. Wilson, Haley.
Geppert will get third.
The 36 car crosses the line now, yeah. Andy Geppert will pick up third.
They were doing it for PJ Fletcher Automotive. Look at Greg Walling, threads the needle. Through first 2 turns, threaded the needle. He is out, and he's going to want a clean pair of heels, keep himself out of trouble, rack up the points as they head towards the final moments of the night.
You know, Neil, this will put a smile on his daddy's face if he can win this, because it'll be 2 wins. And they had a little bit of bad luck last night, and Bob blamed himself for it. And Greg said, Dad, forget about it. I'll go out and win my next 2 heats. And he looks like he's on track to do that.
And it's a very close family, close-knit team. A lot of good people involved in the Walling Racing team, have been for a lot of years. Greg will head up that team alone after this season. After this night, in fact, and he has just blown this field apart. He has pulled away from them.
The big Commodore looking good, Neil.
Certainly is. It's Fergie in second position. In the number 63 car of Glenn Bayfield. Back in third, but the man who has blitzed them with 7 laps to go just keep pulling ahead. This is a great opportunity. Really feel the car out on this track tonight.
I hesitate to say doing it easily. We don't want to put the markers on it. We've been known to do that too many times. VR Commodore, they're looking very good at the moment.
And he'll know how that feels. That will be looking feeling pretty smooth just as he comes around, taking a nice line around this track. to go. You see for Aussie track wear, a fair bit of their gear in these cars tonight.
Ferguson in second. 42 car. Fergie. Glenn Bayfield, the 63 car in third. Greg Walling, 2 laps to go, coming up to lap some of the tail enders.
Yeah, he'll be doing that very, very quickly. Here he comes. Let's move high. Right way of doing it.
Well, they'll be getting the lap flag. That's the blue flag with a yellow dot on it.
Travis Barron is the next one to be lapped by Greg Walling.
White flag, 1 to go.
Greg Walling in the next go on his side is the car that's running third on the track.
Oh no, he's got a problem. Walling has a problem. Slowed dramatically. There's a bit of smoke out the back, but he's gonna just take the win. I can hear that motor missing from up here.
He's just pulled it up next to the wall.
Well, let's hope that was him putting the brakes on, not the motor locking up, Neil.
Rough last night, but once he got it going, it was okay. They've done the work today. He's been very quick earlier on. Let's see how he goes from the rear of the field. They come out of the first couple of turns. Not a position has changed. Max Bennett has pulled away though, giving himself a car length in it. Backs into the main members grandstand turn. Goes out a little wide. The car number 76 of Jason McKinnell in second position.
Of course, roof number 16, there's another scratching. Robert White not out there. Max Bennett with the lead now, looking good.
Let's have a look and see how Ashley Parkinson is going. Backed him pretty hard. He's picked up a couple of spots already. He's got the big chase on though. It is Max Bennett's. The fluoro-coloured roof. You'd never miss him, would you, on the track? 76 is in second position. That is Jason McKinnell. Then we've got the Rotary of Pasco. The number 32 car has pulled onto the infield. That's Paul McCaleb. We've got 51, 76, 12. Here comes the Australian champion on the inside of the number 7 of Jeremy McClure. Side by side, gets the nose in front, past the LAC. McClure has to drop in behind. He goes to the inside line now. Can he pick him back up? Not this time. The Australian champ into 4th position. Bennett, McKinnell, Pasco, Parkinson. 1, 2, 3 and 4. As we get to the serious end of the 2 days of the John Chant Holden Australian Championship for Modified Productions. Side by side, we've got McKinnon going for it. McKinnell has got the nose. We've got the Australian champion pull onto the infield. That's an upset. That is an upset. Ashley Parkinson has pulled off and pulled into the infield after getting up to 4th. We've now got McKinnell, Bennett and Pasco 1, 2 and 3. McKinnell after the passing move in the previous lap. Now he's got about a car and a half, 2 car lengths, pulling out in front of the main grandstand. Backs it in big time into the main grandstand, members grandstand. Drives it hard out. Max Bennett's car, getting a little loose.
Neil, that's about the best little race he's got all weekend, I think.
He hasn't. He was supposedly quick in practice, but he hasn't really pushed in the heat.
Yeah, but West told us that. We weren't not to trust him.
He's down there. He has actually had a chat, I hope, with the Australian champion. We've got another one pulling in, the Aussie Digger car. The number 9 of Darren McDonald has pulled onto the infield as well.
What's the story with our Aussie champ down there, Wes?
Well, mate, they've all got flat tyres. I don't know what's wrong with McDonald's car, I'm not sure.
Well, there's the checkered flag. That's the way they do finish.
The weekend wears down, but we're getting down to the serious end of the business. Neil Mark, we're racing.
We are racing. The boot has gone in. Side by side. Have a look at that. Neither of them have backed off. Jordan
takes the lead, but they're right side by side, as you say, Neil.
Have a look. This is the tightest bunch we've seen in the last couple of heats through these first few corners. They have just turned it on. Have a look at them. It's just so hard to sort it out in the middle of that field. But it is Jordan who has pulled away.
Yeah, Jordan in the lead.
Steve Jordan in car number 23 in the lead. The 37 car in second is Brian Galley. And then we've got the 34 car, is it, David Jacoby in third position.
Oh, big freight train back there for second, third, fourth and fifth now, Mark.
56 car is Graham Earhart.
He's just lost the 15 car, he's popped the right rear. I'll tell you what, I don't know if they're trying to run pressures a little too low for this racetrack and the amount of drive they're getting. I suspect that could be the problem. Pulling tyres off the rim.
There's been a few of them tonight, so certainly something they need to look at. So here we go, we've got Steve Jordan, he is in the lead. Car number 23. Then 37 car of Brian Galley, he is on the 5. Oh no, we've got one that's got the big copper smoke out the back. That's number 48, that's Brett Barron. Brett Barron not having a good run in this heat. He's pulled onto the infield. Steve Jordan drives through the smoke. He's got a clear on though, other than the smoke. Steve Jordan, Galley, and then Earhart. Here we go. We've got a big move being made by Earhart. He's down on the inside of Galley. Galley has had to go wide. Earhart's come up there. Galley's going to duck back onto the inside. Has he got the room? No, he shut the door. We've got 23, 34, 34. Obi, I'm sorry. Obi. Jacoby, what a fantastic move.
Yeah, Jacoby up into second, trying to run down our race leader, Steve Jordan. Neil, I was just talking to Wes on the infield. There has been a couple of them popping tyres, but they are not running beadlocks. A beadlock is a way of fastening your rim and your tyre together. If you don't run a beadlock and you run low tyre pressures, you're backing them in hard here on this racetrack. You'll pull tyres off the rim, and that's why we're down to losing so many right rear tyres.
Yeah, well, we've got another one just pulled onto the infield. By the way, he's sagging to the back. I think that could be the problem there too. Steve Jordan, Steve Jordan, David Jacoby, 1 lap to go. Then the 37 car of Brian Galley in third position. Then I think it's Earhart, 56.
Jordan, they're doing a nice job in the lead.
Checkered flag is dropped now. So it's Jordan, Jacoby, Galley, then Graham Earhart.
Perryman off the line, on pole.
There's a big copper smoke already out of the back of one of those cars. That's the one in the number 2.
Neil Lewis, the 45 car on the outside.
You're going to notice that in a big hurry.
Well, it depends what it is. Just could be all fueled up, but it's looking a little bit more than that, isn't it?
Certainly is at this stage.
Oh, I can see a red light from here, Neil.
We're starting to glow.
I'll tell you what, you got a red light on your dash shining like that, you've usually got a problem. Jason Jolly charging through. He's up on the third, trying to get on the inside of the smoke machine. That's Lewis. Oh, pouring out a ton of smoke out the back.
Jason Jolly makes the move to the lead.
Charges through into the lead. Jason Jolly. Looking good. And look at the smoke cloud. Perryman in second. Raymond up into third. And yeah, the smoke, the oil. Lewis car, they black flagging him out of it, I think. But he's out of it anyhow. Ton of smoke out the back of that car.
He has parked it, and Jason Jolly, have a look at him. He shot through from the middle of the field. He's passed everybody in the first couple of laps. Now he is just honking. He really set a record here the other night in practice. A lap record.
Well, Neil Lewis didn't pick the best place to park the race car. Right on the edge of the track there. The crash crew will just get over and make sure he's okay and get him out of the car, away from the edge of the apron. But look at Jolly.
Jason Jolly is absolutely screaming. In car number 29, in behind him is Greg Raymond. Of course, he had that very big moment earlier on this evening. It's so good to see him back on the track and in second position. Jason Jolly, Onkalo, really is pushing that John Chant Motors Holden so quick. 5 laps in it, coming up now passing the slower cars. And Steve Downs, I think, has got a problem.
Yeah, Downs is pulling off. Bad luck for Steve. He's out of it.
Raymond in second position under a challenge now from the number 14 car of David
Perryman and Raymond. There hasn't been a lot between them all through the race, but Jason Jolly, he's the best part of half a lap in front now.
They're almost dead on half a lap as they came past us, and he's coming up onto some slower cars now.
Little lap traffic.
Just averted.
Barbella moved back up in front of him. Didn't pay any attention to the lap flag, Barbella. Not about to either.
Jason Jolly handled it beautifully though, just eased off. Now he's gone around the outside there, down to the inside. Barbella's got to realise, don't race him, he's lapping me.
Putting a lap on him. And he's still nearly half a lap in front after working his way through the traffic.
Yep, he really is fired up for this one.
Lost a little here, it's a checkered flag. Easy win to Jason Jolly. Well, none of them are ever easy, but...
Jason Jolly, Raymond, and then the number 14 car of Berryman, 1, 2 and 3.
That'll be encouraging for him. Well, I tell you what, I would say the man has top scored. Yeah.
Downs blew another.
That's Downs as a right rear tyre. Look now.
And we come around with a green light. A 73 car of Justin Drew. Oh, has gone for it. Have a look at the one on the outside though. That was Ben Ellerman. He is just honking. He's absolutely flying in the older Falcon. Trevor Mills from Bendigo in car number 10. He is absolutely on the fly as well. Bob Walling though has slotted himself up on in the inside. He's into third position. He's got a lot on the line tonight. Emotion and adrenaline running high within the Walling camp, both himself and son Greg.
Neil Justin Drew had a shocker in his earlier heat. He's putting it together here now. He's marching away from the current West Australian champion. Come on, marching away, but a handy lead on Bill Element, the West Aussie champion. Bobby Wallen. Oh no, Bobby!
And Bobby's had a moment.
All of him too deep. Trevor Mills goes marching by. He's got pottage on his back bumper bar now. Oh, Bobby's trying just a little too hard tonight, I think.
And have a look at the setup on the Element car. That front left-hand wheel is not touching the ground too often on this vehicle.
Running plenty of right rear, I'd say.
He comes
running that car pretty soft, it's moving around.
Bobby Walling back into fourth, Mills in third, then Element, and then Justin Drew, who's taken it from pole position and has held on to it for the last 6 laps.
Bobby Walling up underneath Mills. Mills goes a little high. Bobby Walling sneaks back into third. Now he's got some work ahead of him, 6 laps to go. Can he run down the race leaders, Bill?
And he's got to go forward in the car. There's nothing going to hold him back in that vehicle. He is just chasing down these 2 leaders, and look at him. He is hauling them in. He is catching them quickly, but he's got 5 laps left. Has he got the laps to do it in? Have a look at this, a challenge coming up now. A little wayward when now number 73 car, Justin Drew, tucked out a little wide. That has given Element the opportunity to stick right to his rear. Pulls away, coming past the Valvoline timer. Wouldn't want to make that mistake again. Goes out wide yet again. Element sticks slow. Gets back on his tail. Right there as they come past the Valvoline timer again. This time he doesn't pull away. Element is right there. This is exciting stuff. An opportunity could come any second now. to get in on Justin Drew. 2 laps. Other laps running out. Bob Walling is slowly but surely catching them. They managed to pull away, as I say it. Jerry Flood just goes wide, lets the cars pass on through. White flag now out for our leader. First and second position, Justin Drew and Ben Element. They started 1-2. Are they going to finish the same way? It's going to be a drag race.
Oh, big chance.
Element puts the boot into it. But that's the way they finished, the way they started. Justin Drew, Ben Element, Bob Walling in third. And coming across car number 8.
Call him, kids. Give him a cheer. Woo-hoo! How good was that?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think he did 8.
Oh, yeah.
I think he did 8.
Let's hear it for Panda. They get up the crash crew there. They're up there to get him out. Oh, what a mighty jump, kids.
The RSPCA's there, the local
They've got the vet, the tranquilizer darts.
Does the Panda know how they take his temperature to make sure he's okay?
Thank you. Stay over here. Remember that? Don't go away.
Didn't make it.
So Greg had a bit of a roll there before. How's things going now?
Yeah, lots of fun.
Back in there again, eh? Still in with the hunt?
Yep, still give it a go.
That's the go?
Yep.
No major problems?
No, it's coming back together, sort of.
Well, no worries. Have a good night.
Yeah, we'll give it a go.
Now, Phil, how's the night going for you?
Oh, not too bad. Bit better than last night, although we had a win last night, which got taken off us. And we blew a head gasket last night as well, but fixed that overnight and had to pull it off again this morning. But car's going well tonight. Points wise, I think we're going to be very lucky if we get him, but we've had a second, 2 thirds and a fourth, so it's going to be touch and go. But
so apart from all those problems, you got any others?
No, the car's going well for an old model Commodore on the carby. We just wrapped it. It's competitive with all these new cars, and we're having a ball. Like, we've come all the way up from Melbourne and having a great time.
So your likes or dislikes about Lismore, good or bad?
Oh no, actually I probably couldn't say anything bad about the track at all. It's for the size of it, it's very fast, and the amount of drive off the track is unbelievable. It's really good.
No worries, Phil. Have a good night for the rest of it.
Thanks very much.
Okay, Darren, how's things going for tonight?
Pretty good. We had a first, second, third and 2 fourths, so it's not too bad.
So you'll be right up there looking for the final, eh?
Yeah, I'll hopefully get it around 10, so we'll see what happens. Long race, so I'll be looking forward to it.
You come from a long way. What's your likes or dislikes about Lismore?
I like the track because the surface is nice and soft. We don't wear our tyres out. We can pass. Entertainment for my kids. Yeah, I like the place.
A nice little family holiday.
It is. It's good. I'm very happy with it.
Not a problem. Have a good night.
Thanks very much.
Okay, Ashley, after all the heats are completed, how are you feeling now?
Yeah, we've finally got the car going a bit better. Just rolled a tyre off the rim with the roughness of the track. But we just got to try and set the car a bit different and see if we can come back from there.
Still got likes or dislikes for Lismore?
Oh, I've got likes, but I'd just probably do things a bit different if I come back.
Not a problem, Ashley. Have a good night.
Thanks a lot, boys.
Okay, Tony, how's your likes and dislikes for Lismore?
Not bad tonight, mate. I struggled a bit last night with a bit. We were having computer problems last night, a bit of fuel mapping problem, but we were sitting 29th before we come in tonight. We've had 2 wins, so it should put us back in it now. We're out before tonight, but we're back in it now, I think, so I'll be happy if I can get in it, and it'd be nice to start in the top 10.
Yeah. You travelled a long way to be here. Do you reckon tonight's your night?
Oh, look, I probably haven't got the pace of the faster cars up the front, but it's the old story. You've got to be out after 40 laps, you know, and some of these guys, they're quick at the start, but they don't make it, or they crashed out with lap cars or whatever, you know, but we'll see what happens.
So you like Lismore or you hate Lismore? You'll be back again one other day?
Yeah, look, I took a bit of a disliking to it early, but I mean, it's like any other track if you haven't been there before. You've got to do the laps and learn how to run it, but no, I don't mind it. It's good.
Not a problem. Have a good night, Tony.
Thanks, mate. Bye.
How you going, Dave? First trip to Lismore?
Yeah, mate, it is. Never been here before.
What you like or dislike to the track?
Oh, it's okay. It's the grippiest track I've ever been on in my life.
You'd come back again, or?
Yeah, for sure. Yep.
And how's things going for you for the weekend?
Not real good. We've had our fair share of dramas. Changed the head gasket yesterday between heats, and yeah, and brakes tonight. It's and we've still got a problem with the engine. It's pumping the water out, but
just one of those things, eh? And another day and another night.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yep.
You make the feature, do you think?
Well, possibly, but we'll be right down the back.
No worries, mate. Have a good night.
Thanks, eh?
Sorry, mate. Yeah. This Max, long way from home.
Long way from home. Yeah, fair way to come down from Cairns, 2,000 Cape.
And how's the track? Do you like it? Hate it?
It's a tight track, very tight. Yeah. It's not like the one we got up home. At least we got some straights up there, but yeah, not many down here. It's all round in a circle.
No time to rest, you're just full on working?
Sure is, and our season hasn't started up there yet, so we're out of race practice, but we just got word we got in on 20th, so we made it into the title, which is good. So.
Oh, that's good, so it hasn't been a wasted trip after all?
No, it has not. It's been a great trip actually. We've had a ball, so we haven't had any problems at all. Car's going good, and driver's just out of practice, but he'll hopefully last 40 laps without carking it in the middle.
Not a problem, mate. Have a good night now.
Thank you.
Hey, Jace, after the night's qualifying, how you feeling now?
Oh, mate, it's a nervous part of the night. Just good to just get 40 laps over to start with, and we're out of pole. But there's obviously all the fast cars are up the front at the moment, so it's going to be tough.
No problems with the car?
No, it's going good. Just don't know what to do for a tyre selection.
You'll be right. You'll work it out.
Thanks, mate.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, Ben, after the heats, how's it going now?
Yeah, the car seems pretty good. We're revving it a bit hard, revving the motor a bit hard, and she's blowing a bit all out, so it's not looking as good as it was before, but no, it seems all right.
And you made the final?
Yeah, we think we made the final. We don't know where we're starting from yet, but hopefully there's someone up in the front and we'll give it a good shot.
And your likes or dislikes about the tracks?
Oh, it's a bit tight, and I think it'll be a bit hard for passing, but towards the end of the race, if we're there, you know, I think the lines will open up and it should get a bit rough, which will probably suit us a bit more, so no, I think it'll be good.
You having an enjoyable holiday?
I'm loving it. I'm loving life over here. No, it's been really good, eh? The people have been great. You know, the town's just come alive, the Speedway, you know, it's terrific.
No worries, Ben. Have a good time. Best of luck.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
Yep. Okay, Greg, one of the Lismore local stars. How's things going tonight?
Oh, Kerry, we have just had the most up and down weekend you just would not believe. I've ended up with 3 firsts and a 5th out of my 4 top heats. We didn't finish the last heat last night, but we still ended up with 3 firsts and a 5th, qualified 3, and we've just found that the engine in the last heat and the last 2 laps has dropped a valve, so we can't even take the start in the feature. So, I mean, as you can appreciate, I'm just shattered to qualify 3, and we can't even make the title here in the final at our home track.
Well, at least you've put in the effort and you were there. You're up the front. You've been a front-run car the whole night.
Yeah, look, I mean, considering what's thrown at us, I mean, the car was just awesome out there. I think, you know, people saw how good it was going. I just would love to be out there in that feature and just to start up there with that top 3 or 4. I think you'd see some awesome racing. Obviously, there's still going to be great racing, but it's just so disappointing for us not to be starting in that position after qualifying there. But that's motor racing, as they say. But you know, it's just been a hard weekend.
And how did Dad go? Dad qualify for his last one?
He's just right on the cut-off line, and it may look then if I'm not making the feature, because he's the 21st car, he'll be in the feature. So that's the way it's looking at the moment. So we'll just see. It's all happening with the points deciding things at the moment, Kerry.
Oh, Greg, you showed him how good the car was, and just not quite there at the end, eh?
Yeah. Well, you've got to have the car to go to the finish line, and it didn't quite go tonight for us, so we'll try again next time.
No worries, Greg. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks very much, Bruce. As they come round, they get the cars lined up. This, of course, is the Consolation race. The number 7 car. was on pole position, number 8 on his outside. 8 is, of course, the Cottage car. Running up the numbers here in front of us. So the number 7 is Jeremy McClure. McClure is pulling away. Pottage is now in 3rd position as they get a little sideways coming through the main grandstand area. Bill Ford in 25 is in 2nd. Pottage is in 3rd. Steve Downs is in 5th and 4th position. So this is the Consolation race. It is over 20 laps. Jeremy McClure in car number 7. Just out of the point. Some of the cars here we look like doing quite well earlier on in the night. We've got a couple that have gone around. We've got an amber light.
Yeah, Jeremy McClure was leading that out of his hands.
The light is out. We can bring it round. They will come round. They will come past the start finish line. The light is on. Jeremy McClure puts the boot into it. The number 25 car, that is a fantastic start for Phil Ford. If he can keep that pace up, he might have a big moment there, a big chance to get through.
Pottage under pressure from Steve Down, the number 5 car. The little Rotary in behind that. The freight train booging down the back straight, up underneath the Valvoline timer for our race leader. Ford has gone. Downs is up into 3rd. McClure, Pottage, Down.
Yeah, that's the way they are with 15 laps to go. McClure pulling away. Pottage in 2nd position. Steve Downs under an awful lot of pressure there. He's got the Rotary there, and what the other car can't quite pick up what number it is there, Bruce.
The thing I can see here from the infield, though, is a whole bunch of sparks underneath the middle of the car on our race leader McClure, the number 7 car. You can see it as he comes through the turn. It's up around near the dip there. Oh, I'd say about halfway along the tail shaft, so it could be just something rubbing, but there is sparks.
And more sparks coming as we see from here in the tower as well. 13 laps to go. It is McClure with the sparks coming out. We've got an amber light. We've had one go into the wall over here, right near the lap counter.
That's roof number 6.
Yeah, roof number 6 is Murray Schultz.
Yeah, Robert White was driving that, of course, tonight. Schultz in your program, but Robert White was the driver in the Consolation race. Bumper to bumper, looking good. We got a green. We're going to go racing.
McClure's got 13 laps to go from now. Still the sparks come out. Could be some thought that they've got a chain there, around a safety chain around the tail shaft. So well, that's what's causing it. Hopefully it's nothing serious. It's not slowing him down at the moment anyway. And we've got Pottage in 2nd position, Downs in 3rd. Then the Mazda Rotary, number 12. The number 14 car, that is Dave Berryman. He's just dropped off the pace just that little bit. 11 laps left in it, Bruce.
Yeah, mate, a safety requirement is a tail shaft loop, and it could be a chain or a steel hoop around the tail shaft. The reason for that is if you break a front universal, it stops the front of the tail shaft dropping down and pole vaulting the back of the car into the air. The rear tail shaft, Pottage up on the inside. Loop is in case you do lose the tail shaft, it doesn't fall on the racetrack and become a hazard to another competitor. But the number 8 Pottage into the lead.
Great move there from Pottage. Absolutely fantastic. 9 laps.
Oh, we got the 82 car going on a puff of smoke in hill, coming up onto the infield, trying to get off the racetrack. Oh, a big cloud of smoke. I'd say that's a motor.
Yep, I think luxury Rotary finishes are going to have to do some work on the motor and not necessarily the outside of it.
Yeah, that's Tony Hanley, mate. I think he's gone. Big time.
8 laps left in it. We still have Pottage in the lead. McClure in 2nd. Steve Downs in 3rd. Mazda Rotary with Pascoe in 4th position. They've started to even themselves out in their gaps now, Bruce.
Neil, you probably see it going down the back straight. The fans probably can see it. Just near the left rear wheel where the exhaust comes out on the Rotary. Oh! I was about to say there's a blue flame. And just as I spoke about it...
The flame has gone out?
No, the fire's still going. I think he's popped the right front tyre. Sounded like a tyre went.
Lights are out, getting ready for a restart. Waiting for the green. We've got a green. Pottage puts the foot into it. McClure takes the opportunity. Ducks down low. What a start. Downs in third still. The 14 car of Dave Berryman there. He looked to try and jump around the outside as well, but has dropped off the pace. The other car's just that little bit quicker for him at the moment, Bruce.
Yeah, just had a little bit too much motor for him here. I thought McClure had it. Downs is challenging the numbers. Oh, they've got together. He's going to go up the racetrack. He's trying to find a way past McClure, Steve Downs. But Potty's doing a great job out in front.
Still plenty to go forward in the old Commodore of Pottage. 4 laps in it now. And they will be taking home the prize of Consolation race winner for the Australian 2001 Australian Championship. So they came down for that. They're in the Consolation race. 3 laps to go. Pottage, McClure, Downs, Berryman, the 15 car. That is Neville Manstead. But Pottage really putting in the hard yards at the moment. He is stretching that lead. 2 laps in it. Keeps himself clear. Away from trouble. And pulling away. Big bang out of the exhaust and some flames from the Pottage car. No dramas though. Takes the nice line. 1 lap to go. The white flag out for the leader. Pottage, McClure, Downs, Berryman, Manstead. And the 34 car.
Hey, great stuff here. Checkered flag goes out for our race winner. Pottage. I'll give him a cheer as he comes round, folks.
They've certainly put it in for us all weekend. 3 nights for those who have been here through all of them. And that is the end of their tilt at the 2001 Australian title.
For a few years, together with the LAC and a tremendous band of officials, have put together an absolutely fantastic show. And I'll tell you what, I've given the ASTF a serve over the years in McCollum, but I've got to give them 10 out of 10. They've done everything right this weekend. They have cooperated with the drivers, the promotion, to make it a great show for you, the race fans. And it is the Australian 2001 Modified Production Sedan Car Champ.
We are bringing them around. The light is out. We're waiting for the green. Then it's 40 hard, enduring laps. And we go start to finish without a stop. Will it come down to restart? We will know in 40 laps time who is the winner. Jason Jolly puts the foot in. That pole position, working hard for him. As the cars sort themselves out, there's a couple getting shuffled back there. It's too hard to see who they are as there's so many cars on the track. It is Jason Jolly. It is car number 73 of Justin Drew. Justin Drew is now being shuffled back a bit. It's Haley. Haley's Comet is in third position. It is a great night here tonight as we start counting down these laps. It is going to be long, arduous fitness today. We know that Jason Jolly is a fit young man. He has a thick neck, and that is to say that he has the strength, as Bruce was talking about earlier, to hold up for these 40 laps. But it is going to be an enduring time. The body's going to know about it. The cars will certainly know about it as we start counting them down. Will Bob Walling, who has already gone past 4 or 5 cars from the rear of the field, be able to do it? Is it going to be the number 10 car, Trevor Mills, who is also shuffling his way up? These cars have all been fast. They've been fast all weekend. Bruce Maxwell, Jason Jolly from the front has stretched his lead to about 6 car lengths.
Neil, he's looking great. He's up the front there. Kellerman's looking good. He's got 2 Fords behind him. Haley looking real good. The big old Falcons are doing well. But back through the field. These guys are trying so hard. Bobby Walling is one to watch. Coming through as quick as he possibly can. The number 10, Mills, trying very hard. They are swapping places ferociously back through the pack. But Jason Jolly, all he's got to do is get smooth, stay calm. The challenge will be when he comes up into the lap traffic. And I'll tell you what, at the pace they're setting, that won't be long. 7 laps down already.
It won't be long before they actually start catching up on these slower cars. We've got 8 laps to go. There's a pop of smoke out of the back of the number 42. And that's the car of Mark Ferguson. Mark Ferguson had a busy weekend. Hopefully that's nothing serious. Jason Jolly is 2. He's going to be catching up on those slower cars. We're 9 down, 31 to go. The Australian champion will be recognised. Will it be one of our local champions? Will it be a visitor? Will it be somebody who already holds a title from another state? We have an absolute gaggle of cars as Jason Jolly in car number 22 catches the field, but we've got an amber light. We've got
Ramon, I think it is, Neil. Ramon.
Yeah, Raymond, who hasn't had the best of nights tonight.
He's back to in. I didn't see what happened there.
Here we come, ready for a start. Green light going, and here we go. We're underway, 31 laps to go. 9 have gone, 31. The restart has brought them back to the pack. Jason Jolly, then Element, then Haley. 1, 2, and 3. Can the local boy hang on for the next 30 laps? 73 car out there is Justin Drew.
Here we've got Steve Jordan, the 23 car, having a big challenge on the outside there, trying to close the gap on these race leaders. He's gone too past the defending Australian champion and relegated him one.
Yes, we can't forget about that Australian champion. We know the car has got to go forward. Can it hold on for the rest of the night? We'll have to wait and see. 29 laps in it. Jason Jolly under a bit of pressure now from the West Australian champion, Element. Haley in there in third. He's come good at the right end of the weekend. Just looking at Bob Walling. He's picked up at least 1 in the last couple of laps. He's looking to get through a second one. He's done that. Picked up 2. Jason Jolly starting to stretch that lead from Element again. Haley still in third, holding their positions. It's a long race. You wouldn't want to start tearing up equipment when you're up the front. Just needing to take the line. Haley looking to go on the inside of Element as the door shut. The pace is absolutely unbelievable for these cars at the moment. 25 laps down. This is still a longer race left than most of these would drive in any one event other than the Australian Championship. And Bruce Maxwell, Jason Jolly looks good, but we have a position change in third. Haley is now in fourth.
73 car has moved up. He's looking good. Jason Jolly under a bit of pressure from Element. But Haley didn't like being passed. Element moving in on Jason Jolly. Oh, a big challenge here.
That's a monstrous challenge. He's held him off. Managed to regain the line and the composure. And Jason Jolly, 23 laps. Jason Jolly pulls away again. We've now got Justin Drew in third position. Haley in fourth. There's a gaggle of cars fighting for fifth, sixth and seventh. 37 car out there. That is Brian Gailey. A lot of smoke coming out the back of one of the cars there. Yeah, I think that is that Jacoby. Jacoby has got a lot of smoke coming out the back of the car. He's pulled up to the high line. He'll wait for an opportunity to get off. 21 laps. We're almost halfway through. Jason Jolly still holding on. Element can't manage to catch him. He's got about 1 or 2 left. We've got a big accident.
Oh, we've had a big wreck here, Neil. A big wreck. The 23 and the 37 have got together. I looked across towards the front of the straight and I looked up and Steve Jordan and the number 37 of Brian Galley. There's been a big hit. Did you see the lead up to that, mate?
I didn't see the lead up, but...
To drive without the power steering in them.
You're not wrong, field. Light is out, ready to go. Here we come, green light. They come past the main grandstand, the members' grandstand. Cheer them away, wave the checkered flags. Come on, kids. Run them through, let them know you're supporting. Jason Jolly, Element. In the 88 car in third position is David Barbella. But it's not David Barbella, it is Barrett. Brett Barrett. He's driving the 88 car. I think he may have been lapped. He's falling behind, so he's one of the lapped cars. So we've got the 77 car. Just trying to look as they come past here. 22, 72, 73, then 23. So we've got Justin Drew in third position. Then the 23 car is all over him like a rash, and that's Steve Jordan. So a great battle there for third and fourth. Jason Jolly, clean pair of heels. 18 laps left to go. They would be taking some... Yeah, Barron is pulling out by the look of it in the 88 car. So we've got changes of positions all over the place here. The fatigue must be about setting in. Bruce, do you think that the drivers would start be getting a bit tired now with only 16 laps to go?
Mate, the one that's moving up through the field, now tackling the Aussie champ, the defending champ, is Bobby Walling. He's come from the back of the field twice. He's now up in the position where he can challenge. Gets past the defending champ.
We've got one parked over here by the start-finish line.
Oh, that's Carter, I think, Wayne Carter.
Yeah, I think it is one. Got a green light, we're going racing, and the 16 laps in it. Jason Jolly has got to put that buffer between him and Element. Element right on his tail. He's not going to let him get away. That Drew going a little wide. The number 73 car, Justin Drew, almost got himself in trouble. Gets up on two wheels, sparks out from underneath the car when he comes down. 15 laps in it. Bob Walling, he's now up into sixth spot. And two cars come side by side in front of him. Oh, Bob Walling's gone out wide and let the 71 car through. That's Peter Jacobson. Bob Walling has a problem. Bob Walling has a problem. He is out of this race.
Something wrong with the right front. It looks like a flat tyre.
It is. The tyre is peeling off that front wheel.
Oh, bad luck for Bobby. Jason Jolly. Element. Drew. Oh, the number 10. Up the inside.
The Aussie champ is on the infield, Bruce.
We've got one over here on the wall. The 76 car, though. Gone in near the members' grandstand. Didn't see what started that.
Group number...
Mills is not too sure if he should be fourth or fifth. He's sitting on the outside of the 23 car.
It's just one of those things. We developed a fair bit of a misfire again, and it just wasn't worth it. So I just put it away.
Thanks, Ashley. Obviously disappointed, Neil. A lot of very disappointed drivers out here on the racetrack, but they're driving their stocks off. They're pushing these cars to the absolute.
There's a problem with the 23 car, or a potential problem. They're having a look at it, a very serious look. That's the Jordan car. We get the green light, we go racing. 12 laps to go.
Oh, there's a big move, Neil.
An absolute huge move there from the fourth into third. Justin Drew being shuffled back. Jason Jolly pulls away again. Element still there. Needs to be there this close near the end of the race.
I've got the story there, Neil. The 23 car has got a broken panhard bar. They're going to let him run, but if they think he gets dangerous, they're going to pull him off the racetrack. And my goodness, it's getting up. It's starting to bite, that race car. It's starting to get up on two wheels. They're watching him.
So are the other drivers watching him at the moment. You wouldn't want to be near him when he's starting to do things like that. Element gets a little untidy as he tries to get on the inside of Jason Jolly. Jason has been able to pull away in this restart. He's just managing to pull away in front of the clubhouse and then gets brought back to
He's holding out Element. Oh, the 23 car, though, very exciting with a broken panhard bar.
Oh, Element hits a rut, washes off some speed. That gives Jason Jolly the opportunity of actually pulling ahead just a little bit. 7 laps. We're down into single figures. He'll be able to sniff the checkered flag. Start counting them down, guys. 6 laps now, coming up to 6 laps to go. Jason Jolly, Element. And in third position, we still have the Holden Commodore of Justin Drew. Justin Drew in car number 73. Jordan's car. It's still out there. It's not looking a pretty sight. 6 laps to go.
Ah, Neil. He's putting it together now. He's starting to set down. Jason Jolly pulling out a handy sort of a lead. 5 laps to go up on the board. Element, Drew starting to smoke. The Mills car up the inside of the 23. Can't make the move.
4 laps, Bruce. Absolutely unbelievable. There's smoke coming out of the back of the Justin Drew car. Has he blown something? I think he might have. People are starting to drive around the outside of him. Justin Drew pulls onto the infield. 3 laps to go. Is he going to lead?
Jolly.
Go to Woe. Can he take the Australian title? We've got an amber light.
Oh my goodness. The 73 car of Justin Drew right here behind me with 3 laps to go is on the infield.
The start-finish line. 3 laps to go. He has led it from the start. Element right on his tail. The number 10 car goes to the outside. Element has been caught, so that's let Mills get into second position.
Goodness.
Jason Jolly is still there in the lead. 2 laps in it. 2 laps to go for the Australian title in 2001. Here at the 100.9 Triple ZFM Lismore Speedway. Mills to the outside. He is going to throw everything at Jason Jolly in this next lap and a half.
My goodness. He gave him a big wake-up call then, Neil.
Last lap, white flag is out. The crowd holds their breath. The announcer's trying not to.
That wake-up call got Jason Jolly going again. Mills is going to throw it at him. Can he get him? I don't think so. Jason Jolly!
Jason Jolly has taken it out. He put 2 up into the wall right at the end.
The 23 car has nailed the 11 on the line. Put him up on the wall.
It is a red light. Everybody pulls to the halt. Please, Mr. Mills, it's a red light.
Well, they're dreadfully excited.
Jason Jolly and the Jolly family have taken out the hat trick, the colouring competition, the raffle, and the Australian modified production. Waiting for the...
Bill Jason!
Oh, mate, like, best thing's ever happened, just... But no, I don't know.
He's beyond himself, mate. He can't talk. Big Tony Graham and the boys are here. They're off the planet. What a win. What a finish. Let's hope that driver's okay with all this excitement.
Title. And I think somebody's a bit excited. There's some donuts being done. He's putting on the show. The checkered flag.
Around the racetrack now with a checkered flag in his hand is the John Chant Holden 2001 modified production car.
Just letting him soak up that atmosphere.
The lady tearing his head off over here just happens to be his mum, and she's entitled. One very, very proud and happy lady. Jason, let me shake your hand, mate. Champion drive, champion drive. It's a stupid question, but I got to ask it. I can see by the emotion on your face. How does it feel, mate?
I still don't know, mate. Still don't know. Very, don't know. Tony said to me 2 months ago.
It's all right, mate. Come on. Tell you what, folks, it's pretty emotional stuff, this.
Yes. Come on, Jace.
Give him a moment.
You deserve it. You deserve it. Come on, Jace. You deserve it.
It's your moment, mate. We'll wait for you.
Tony said to me 2 months ago, we lost the New South Wales title at Wagga. And I still remember it. He said, we'll win the Australian title 2 months later. Ford lost the New South Wales title years ago, and he won the Australian 3 months later. So, thanks, Tony.
Mate, you've had a lot of people behind, a lot of people helping you with the race car, and I'm sure you want to thank every one of those. We'll do the official presentation very shortly. Made a fantastic drive.
Thanks, mate.
We're just sorting out the race cars up there. We'll get all these drivers up on the podium. The official presentation.
I just wish you'd hurry and get up to shoot them.
To do the honours with the president. It was a tough race, Ben. You were second. You were knocking on the door all the way. Mills, you just got you on the death there, mate.
Yeah, no, mate, she jumped out of gear with that on that last restart, and just going into turn one there, went over a bump and she fell out of gear, so lost her place, but that's life. We're happy to be here and happy to be on the podium and finish.
Mate, you've come a long way for this. You're pretty happy to be up here, I guess, as you say.
Oh, I'm stoked. My crew have just poured their guts out. Even back home before we got over here, they were swapping engines and gearboxes and you name it. These guys have done it, you know. They've just poured their hearts out into the car all weekend, and I can't thank them enough.
Well, mate, I think you've done a real nice job. The car's virtually unmarked, which has been a testament to your driving all weekend. Congratulations on third place in the Australian title. The trophy will now be presented by Alan Edwards, the ASCF official.
Well done.
A round of applause, folks. Dan Element coming up alongside me now, all the way from Victoria, a gutsy drive, the number 10, Trevor Mills. Trev, you never stopped trying, mate. You had a tough weekend. You got stitched up in a heat, no fault of your own. Hell of a comeback.
Yeah, no, that was the big problem. When I got put into the wall in that first heat, it'd been all the arm, and I've been racing with it all the weekend. We changed before the final, and it was still a bit of a rough ride, but we sort of pulled it off a bit. We didn't quite make it, but we were close.
Mate, I can see a bit of steam coming off you. It's not that cold here tonight. How tough was it out there?
It was damn tough. I don't know how I did it, actually. The back was aching on me a bit, bloody halfway through one of the stoppages, and I thought, I don't know how I'm going to go the distance, but I think just determination kept me going.
Mate, the Chief Steward warned you about how tough it is on your neck out here, going that hard for that long. How did you find that affected you?
No, the neck wasn't a problem, it was just me back. I don't know. I'd just like to thank John Chance for sponsoring everything. All my crew, everyone who helps me out, all my sponsors, National Neon, Dunkley Panels, Colorado Records, and everyone else who helps me out. There's a lot of people really helped me out over the years and helped me get this far, and I'd just like to thank them all, and like I said, and thank everyone who helped me out this weekend. They put up with a fair bit of crap there yesterday when that arm broke. I was throwing orders everywhere and being a bit abusive, and thanks for putting up with that. Thanks a lot.
Mate, they did a good job. Congratulations. We'll hand you over to our ASCF official for your trophy. And here he comes, folks. Local boy, product of Lismore. We're very, very proud of him. I've got to fly the flag of bias now. I'm delighted to welcome onto the podium the 2001 modified production car Australian champion, Jason Jolly. Jace, we spoke a little earlier. It's been a very emotional moment. You've had a moment to collect your thoughts. I know this is big, it's a dumb question, but just how big?
Oh, mate, I don't think it's sunk in, but I just got no words. I'd just like to thank everyone. Tony's just been tremendous. The car's now 3 years old, and we struggled with congestion, got it going, and it's just on fire. The whole season's been really good. There's a lot of people got to thank. There's Tony, there's Danny, there's Paul, everyone that works on the car, John Chant from John Chant Motors, there's Prime Television, Lismore Car Bits, Valvoline.